So welcome to the podcast. We're finally back from EVO. Not all of
Yes.
us are here tonight, unfortunately, because we did actually record yesterday of this recording right now, and we had some technical difficulties, so we actually have to re-record. So now it's tonight. It's just the three of us. So. Um, but we have a special guest. His name is Keeters.
Hi.
Yeah.
What's up?
Who was with us during the Evo trip? With me and Cwiet, and we roomed with Berto Hermes as well. Um, so we have quite to share from our Evo experiences.
I had a
So
lot to share.
we have a lot to share. And but before that, let's get to our weeks and stuff like that, how we been and all that. So, Zawarudo, how you been, man?
I've been okay. Just playing Hearthstone mostly. Went Jeff back on Batman Arkham Knight for the last DLC that was introduced last year, Christmas time. And what else? Pokemon Go. Who hasn't been playing Pokemon Go?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
And working on cosplay. Woohoo!
Nice.
Nice. Would you share at least some hints, or are you gonna keep that a secret completely?
Uh, it's Renekton from League of Legends and Symmetra. That is my newest addition to
Oh,
this
nice.
cosplay thing.
Ooh,
I am not gender bending Symmetra though. I'm going full on girl, so I'm gonna wear makeup.
nice. that
That's actually pretty cool.
that sounds gonna be fun.
Hopefully,
Yeah, right.
because it's because how like I have this. I don't know how to not sound racist or anything. I have the same skin tone as her.
That's
Mhm.
not being racist at all.
That's not no.
That's
That's
just
just
that's just you rolled the correct genetic makeup to not have to do as much work,
yeah.
But
which is
apparently
fine.
I have to like wear a heavy makeup for all of all of Symmetra.
Right.
Yeah.
Hmm. I'm sure you
Pretty
can
sure
pull
that's
it
pretty
off.
normal. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, you'll
pretty
be.
normal in the cosplay game, I think, to wearing lots of makeup and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh yeah. And also, you
dang
gotta
it.
get that wig.
Oh,
Oh, look.
actually, I don't know about the wig. I might just keep a short hair.
Short hair.
Uh, yeah, but then I don't want to like hear like those bad cosplayers saying, "No, you're not fully cosplaying as so and so." Ooh, fakers! Like, who are you?
You do you, man. You do you.
You do
The
you.
only the only critiques I would take like that are from either Yaya Han, Jessica Nigiri, Ivy Doom Kitty, and all the other, you know, high up cosplayers.
Right.
So if you're not high up there, don't talk to me.
All right. Okay. So no. Any Overwatch at all in between or no?
Um, I dropped Torbjorn
Yeah, that's right. Because it's on console. So
on
That
console.
30% reduction, man. It's
yeah,
pretty
That's a
bad,
lot.
man.
It is a lot.
it is a lot. It is a lot.
Like it's so bad. Freaking Mercy can walk up to your turret and just kill it. That's how bad it is.
You gotta go on PC, man. Where
Yep.
On
the
PC.
turret's still pretty. This turret's still pretty good, except everyone can deal with it because it's PC.
Yeah, that's why again I don't
Gotta,
understand how people on consoles don't know how to counter.
uh,
Crybabies be
people
crybabies.
people
I
make
don't.
the people say it's the controls. I will admit it's kind of Torbjorn was kind of annoying on console. I
Mhm.
didn't think he was like a problem, especially since now there's a hero limit in competitive mode. So it's like
Yeah.
you can't do 5 Torbjorns anymore. So it's not a big deal. But
Mm.
he was kind of annoying to deal with. I'm not gonna say he was broken, but I'm gonna say he was kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But maybe I don't know. Maybe down the line they're gonna be like, oh fuck, we fucked up. Here you go, Torbjorn.
I don't think. I think they did need to make some adjustment,
Yeah,
but 30% was like too much.
too
Like
much.
way too much.
Really.
I think most people, even people crying for like Torbjorn North's, like probably agree that 30% is like way too much. So he's like pretty much like unusable on console now.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
the only time I see a Torbjorn like on attack or
Well,
defending,
you should never see a Torbjorn on attack.
Yeah.
I have seen some on attack, but they don't put down turrets.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I can see it. It's just the problem is the turret's like such a big part of his kit that
Yeah,
not using it. Not using it seems kind of like I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But his gun isn't. His gun is pretty good. Rivet gun is like pretty good. It's pretty effective for like if you get headshots and whatnot.
Yes.
And also the secondary fire is pretty good. But like armor is pretty good too.
Hmm.
But again, whiners be whiners.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks, whiners.
That's why
So
that's why I play. That's why I play PC, man.
PC.
PC
PC.
Master Race, even though it overheats
It's
and
not
dies.
even. Nah.
But let's
Nah.
let's not get into this fight.
Right. Yeah.
We're here for
Uh,
happy times and
yeah.
a noisy dog.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the dog can agree.
Yeah.
Happy
There's like
time.
no fighting.
No fighting. Yeah. But so that's it for you.
That is it for me for now.
Alrighty. So our special guest Keeters, man, how you
Hi.
been?
I've been pretty good. It's kind of weird doing this again, but
Yeah.
even though this is technically the first time everyone's gonna be hearing me on stream. Pretty good. Really quick rundown myself. My name's Keeters. I'm an artist. I paint and do 3D modeling. I've done some work for the Yo video games community in the past. I don't know. I guess now I'm just kind of doing my own thing, but I still hang out with everyone, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been good. I just ordered Monster Hunter Generations. Finally, been looking forward to that for quite a while.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
what nice thing about that is it's Amazon Prime, and apparently I get one day shipping free on any order over $35. It's basically like, all right, you know what? I was gonna order like a desk fan anyways because it like gets really hot in my room because this stupid computer like overheats, like not overheats, it's like the outside's hot and
Mhm.
the computer's on, so inside's hot too. So I got a fan and I got Monster Hunter and it's coming in tomorrow, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Nice.
Don't know how I'm gonna. I don't know how much time I'm gonna be able to play it though. I got some projects. I'm gonna have some projects rolling into. I have a pretty big commission coming up on I'm gonna be doing a friend of mine's fight stick art for of a character from an old shoot 'em up game from the 90s called shit, what is it called? Maho Saiken. Let me look it up real quick. Wait, let me look it up real quick so I can pronounce it properly.
It's this thing.
Maho.
It's that one game with the guns.
It's okay. It's a shoot 'em up game made by it's a shoot 'em up game. It was like distributed by Capcom in the 90s. Let me try to. God dang it. What was it called? Oh, it was like Kingdom Grand Prix. Is like Kingdom Grand Prix is like one of the Grand Prix is like one of the Grand Prix. What the fuck? Kingdom Grand Prix is like one of the English name for one of the games. It's a Maho Daisakusen series, and it's kind of interesting because it's like a shoot 'em up, kind of like in the 1945 Strikers kind of series.
Oh.
But it's like a medieval theme. So you have like these like knights and like magicians in these medieval themed spaceship, and then one of the characters is a dragon samurai, which is really cool. And
wow.
a friend of mine actually streamed that today. I was watching him play it for reference, and collected a lot of good information. Got a lot of good info. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a really sick project to work on. So that's gonna be pretty big.
Nice.
Maybe when I'm done with that, that might jumpstart the whole like fight stick art thing. So we'll see about that. And I've also been well, I was playing a lot of Pokemon Go. I rode around the bike. I rode around on a bike yesterday a lot in the blistering sun. Wasn't as bad as the Vegas sun. It's, like still pretty hot.
Oh yeah.
And biked around a good amount, about 3 miles or so, a little less than 3 miles, I think. I guess for hardcore bikers that's like nothing. But oh, thanks Kingdom Hearts Unchained for letting me know my AP is. Anyways, but I biked around, caught a lot of pincers. There's in Fremont if you want to find pincer, if you're looking for if you're in NorCal and you're looking for pincers and Dratinis and fairy types, we got you here. We got you,
Yeah.
fam. Yeah, I got my iPhone bike mount, and that works really well for the game. So that's like kind of been my motivation to like get fit again, and play Pokemon Go. And I've actually lost some weight from doing that already, so I'm like pretty excited. Like,
Nice.
if I keep this up, I'm gonna be like, my health's gonna improve, and I'm gonna be very happy about that. And I get to go outside and play a video game. When do people ever get to say that? That's pretty cool. It's like a pretty good time to be alive. 'Cause I can
What
tell my
time
mom.
of your life?
I can tell my mom like, hey, I'm gonna go out for a run or I'm gonna go biking, but jokes on her, I'm playing a video game. But also jokes on me because I tricked myself into exercising. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. And then I also play some Overwatch, just like everyone else. And it's pretty fun. I always tell my friends they're gonna hate me because I played back in Borderlands 2. My favorite class to play was basically healer Maya. So I would shoot my friends to heal them, and it would be even funnier if I had like a fire shotgun because it sets them on fire too when I shoot them. But like so this whole idea of like shooting my friends to heal them is like I love that shit. And then like there were rumors about this new character. At first everyone called her Sombra, but it's Anna Amari. It's like kind of obviously after a while it's like, oh, it's pretty obvious it's gonna be Farrah's mom, right? And like it's like, oh, you can it's a sniper rifle support class, and like some of my friends were like, it doesn't sound that cool. I'm like, wait, you're telling me I can shoot my friends to heal them? Dude, this is my character. And everyone's gonna hate me because I'm like a pretty solid Mercy player. Because when you play Mercy, you don't have to aim, and I'm not that great of an FPS player. Like oh shit, I gotta shoot my friends, dude. It's over now. Like all my friends are gonna hate me because I'm maybe too busy trying to shoot like my friends and missing because I'm a terrible sniper. But she's a lot of fun. Diva buffs are like pretty welcome for competitive play. I just Diva's kind of ruined quick play, unfortunately. A lot of people are worried about that because like 6 Divas, yeah, it's really bad. 6 Diva, you can't beat. You literally can't beat it because just like Defense Matrix is now like a no fun allowed mode. And like I was playing with Steve like a couple nights ago, and we were just joking around. It's like, yo, let's start our final game. We'll go 6 Divas, and like we pretty much like won on Anubis, and it was like pretty bad. And then we decided to run with the points and leave to be told jackasses. So we didn't even give them the run back, which is like, no, we're leaving. We're leaving on a win. Yeah, it's the patches, the new patch, the patch. This was before they like, but like recently they just like buffed they nerfed and they buffed McCree. And they buffed Anna a little bit. So I'm gonna I actually wanted to get a few more games with Anna because apparently they increased her ammo and they increased her ammo and her rate of fire. So she's gonna be she's like pretty, like she's not as good as Zenyatta, but she's still like pretty good, and her ult is like gives her a different utility, and her sleep dart gives her a different utility. So I'm down to play. I'm down to play more Anna now that she got buffed again. Now that she got buffed. So, yeah, I think that's like mostly my week in a nutshell. Since it is Wednesday now. It's just like time. I feel like time is flying super fast. Like it feels like yesterday I was like getting ready to leave for EVO, and like now it's like the end of the month. I'm like, where the fuck did my month go? I need to start applying for jobs and shit, dude. Like,
I know, right?
yeah, like holy shit, time flies super fast. But
I feel like it's been flying even faster than before.
Yeah, especially now that we're done with EVO and shit. So
Yeah. And
Uh,
what and
yeah,
and what
that's my week.
yeah.
Time to
Well,
go zoom.
well, for my week, been doing well, I think, and
Pokemon
uh,
Go.
yeah, playing.
No.
I'm also I'm also playing that Pokemon Go. I mean, who isn't
Uh,
playing Pokemon Go? Who isn't?
I can name a few people that probably want to start unfollowing people on Twitter because they're tired of hearing Pokemon Go. But you know what? You know what? I'll say it again. They guys, they're tired. If they don't want to hear Pokemon Go from me, they can unfollow me. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Anyways, I actually did play Pokemon Go today as well. Of course, I caught quite a few Charmanders, so
Nice.
I actually got a better Charmeleon now, which is pretty cool. I actually got a better Golem because the Golem I caught from that Long Beach run that we did, it turned out to be not that great. I mean,
Oh, okay.
the CP, the CP is kind of low now. Like now that I'm actually level 20, so
Yeah, I got
yeah.
it.
So I'm at to that point where I'm actually like trying to get better Pokemon, really. And
Did you end up getting a Snorlax at some point? Or was that
no, I
mono?
didn't. No, I think it was mono.
Yeah, because I mean I got one. It's like 1500 CP now, almost 1600.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean I got him when I got him when I asked him he was like 1300, so it was pretty good.
Oh,
Uh,
nice. Yeah.
but
So yeah.
what am I gonna do
Also.
with these answers? Anyways, sorry.
What was it? I was playing Street Fighter 5. Played a little bit of
Judy?
Judy.
Judy?
She's alright. She's alright. She's alright. It's like she's like a resource character, so sort of like Ibuki, and if you want to compare other fighting games, I guess Fulgor is closest thing. I guess season one. I mean season one Fulgor with the charging out those pips via what is it, Circle back move or whatever, maybe for
Yeah.
Fulgor. Yeah. But otherwise, I mean, she's interesting, but she's definitely not main material for me.
So
But
the Alex boys.
Alex, we that Alex boys, man.
Them
I
Alex
love my
boys.
Alex.
Or you them
It,
Alex boys.
I'm I'm
I'm still waiting for Makoto, man.
yeah, I know,
In like 3 years I'll get Makoto.
right? Years.
It's gonna take that long, man.
I feel like and I've said this before, like I really feel like they're gonna do a third strike pack at some point because Gil is already in there.
Yeah.
So and we all know where Gil is coming from, and we have Sean in there already. He's not a playable character just yet. So I really believe that we are gonna get a third strike pack of some kind. Hopefully maybe season 2 or 3. I don't know, but we'll just have to see. But anyways, so I've been playing Street Fighter 5 in between, and then I did play Overwatch as well sometime after EVO. Tried Anna, and I thought she was okay. I can definitely see the potential that she has,
Oh, she's
but
getting better now. She's
yeah,
getting
she's getting.
better.
Oh yeah, yeah.
With that
I
buff.
mean, and this was before the buffs, mind you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, of
yeah,
course.
so now that she got the buffs, she's definitely gonna. I feel like she's
She's
gonna she
her
can
ult
shine. Yeah,
her ult is ridiculous, and she can do things almost as well as Zenyatta can, but not quite.
not quite,
So yeah,
not quite,
but
but she's definitely
she's pretty good, man. She's
yeah,
pretty
she's
solid.
pretty good. Yeah, she's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess like when it comes to real life stuff, I actually been applying some places here and there, but other than that, I think that's it for me. Can't really think of anything else I played for games and stuff like that. So, we can pretty much open the can. That is our Evo experiences. Unfortunately,
Woo!
Quiet's not here. He has to
Yeah.
take care of things tomorrow. So
He has to pick up his girlfriend, I think, at the
yeah, I think so.
airport tomorrow. Seems like so.
Yeah.
It sounds like they have a long weekend come up for them. A
Yeah.
long fun weekend for them. So
Yeah.
we'll leave him be, which is
Yeah, we'll leave him
unfortunate
be.
because I want to talk all the like Super Smash stuff with him because he's like the main Smasher that I know. But
Yeah,
we'll get to
we can
that
definitely
when we talk about.
we can
We'll get to
definitely
that.
we can definitely kind of cover it here, but like we can definitely cover it for the next podcast whenever everyone's around. So
Yeah.
yeah, because from our previous recording, we told Keeters that we would love to have him around for for next podcast and all that stuff. So, but anywho, let's get to Evo. So like, so this Evo has been a much more of a learning experience than it has last year. This is my second one. First off, we drove to Evo. It was me, Keeters, and Cwiet that and we were driving my car. It was a 4-hour drive. And along the way, we actually took a Pokemon Go gym that was like literally in the middle of nowhere. Like
that was pretty good.
Yeah,
out of nowhere, we're just like, oh yeah, we took a random stop for 5 minutes, and it's like, oh hey, yo, dude, this gym is like super weak. Let's take it down.
We can take it down, and we got that. We had that gym for like a good day. So
I was like shocked because I think I put like a pretty low level. Like I put like my Pidgeot at the time. The first Pidgeot I had was like CP's like 600 or so. Like a pretty shitty CP when I first, because I was like, we were all new to the game, right? And I didn't know about like getting higher level CP Pokemon to like higher level first generation Pokemon, first evolution Pokemon, and like so my Pidgeotto was like pretty shitty, but it was still like, actually no, it was my Machoke. It was a random Machoke that I found on the highway.
Oh yeah.
When Sean was driving, Sean couldn't get it. Hawk couldn't get it because he was driving.
Yeah.
He was driving Espaka and I to Long Beach. Shout out to Espaka, who we hung out with.
Yeah.
Even though he couldn't make it because of work.
Yeah.
But we had a Pokemon Go trip like before Evo. Like basically what happened week of Evo. So it's like my first time going to Evo. And I was like, I just graduated from college. I have no money. I need to find what's the cheapest possible way to go there. So I didn't buy a plane ticket. I took a Greyhound over to LA and had Sean pick me up at the Greyhound station, the pretty sketchy Greyhound station. We had some interesting life experiences. I had some interesting life experiences on the bus. Like someone I had listened to like for 2 hours, listened to someone call their mom about how she came over to California with her boyfriend, and then her boyfriend like ditched her, so she has like no money. I was like, oh, this is too real. I can't handle this.
This is too real.
I stayed over at Hawk's place for quite a while, and we invited one of the nights we invited our good friend Espaka, Seth, to come go. First of all, to do some Mortal Kombat friendlies. Oh, I didn't mention earlier that I play Mortal Kombat X and Skullgirls. Those are like my main fighting games that I play. Although nowadays mostly MK. But Espaka's like one of the prominent Urbac players, so I ended up like doing friendlies with him. So we had a night of Pokemon Go. I think in that night we went on a highway, and I managed to snag a Machoke that
unfortunately
Hawk couldn't get because he was driving. So
yeah, it's okay.
Don't Pokemon Go and drive, kids.
Don't do it.
I mean, I started Pokemon Go and biking, and it's like already pretty dangerous, and I feel guilty sometimes when I decide not to stop, and I'm like, but I always first check like, oh, is there anyone around me? No, okay. I want to look down for like a second and get this Pokestop.
Yeah.
But I never catch Pokemon. While I'm biking. That's like super dangerous.
Oh yeah. You gotta pull over and then catch that Pokemon. But unfortunately, like the Pokemon Go Plus, which is like the watch thing.
It's like available.
It got delayed, dude. It got delayed all the way to. Yeah.
Dude, there's got to be such a high demand for that weird watch device thing.
It's delayed all the way to September, so that's unfortunate.
Really no real big surprise there. I kind of expected that to happen.
Yeah.
Watch is gonna be super delayed, just like Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, I'm seeing myself.
Oh.
Want to see Kingdom Hearts 3? Oh wait, never mind.
No.
Just kidding.
But anyways, so we had a bunch of like Pokemon Go sessions going on before before Evo. But we took over a gym in the middle of nowhere, and then it was pretty cool. We eventually got to the place, and we stayed at the Luxor, and we picked up Berta Hermes from the airport, and we were just like literally like tired and hungry and stuff like that. So this worker like approached us, and she was just like pretty much just like, oh, you guys from California? And we were just like, Yeah, most of us. And then she's like, oh, all right, come here, come here. I give you free steak. And he's like, okay,
Oh my god.
okay.
We were okay, so granted like Sean had driven all the way over from, the 4, 5, 6 hour, however many hours it takes to
Yeah,
get to
the
also
4 hour drive.
I just
Yeah.
evolved my dragon hair. Anyways, oh, dragon hair looks pretty. Anyways, Hawk just drive like fucking like the 5 or so hours, all under
Yeah.
blistering heat on his own. Like I
Yeah.
mean like Cwiet and I unfortunately didn't drive the way there. I can't because I'm a peon with no license, so it's pretty bad. Gonna rectify that next year. Don't worry. I will help Sean drive next year. That's for sure. But anyways, so he drove on our own. We didn't eat any breakfast. We kind of left in a hurry because I think we woke up kind of late.
Yeah,
we
we
woke up
did.
at we woke up at like 9 or something. We wanted to leave at 9. So
Yeah, but we left at like around 9:30 ish. So
yeah, we left. Yeah, we left later than we wanted to do. So when we got there, it was like 2 in the afternoon.
yeah.
We had like granola bar, like one granola bar each. And
Yeah, pretty much.
hungry. We're all super hungry. The moment we step out of the door, it is so fucking hot.
It was
And
blistering hot,
we're getting
dude.
zapped left and right because this air's so dry.
Yeah,
And
yeah, because the
bad there.
static shock was a very common thing
yeah.
throughout
Oh,
the
You guys were mutants for a
Yes.
little.
yeah
and
static shock.
But nevertheless, we were pretty freaking grumpy by the time we got there.
Yeah, grumpy, hungry,
Maybe
and tired.
static shock, but at the moment we were pretty much Hulk. We're all Hulk.
Right.
How green with anger we were.
And yeah, so this lady just like we followed this lady, right, and she took us to this desk, and at the desk there was this other lady. She was just like talking incredibly fast. Like I couldn't keep up with her, and I just had no idea what was going on, and pretty much like it was pretty much a scam. So like
Yeah.
but I had no idea what was going on. It was my first time like going through
Yeah.
this.
Like this is
So-
after we picked up a Bird of Hermes from the airport, and
Yeah.
Bird's the kind of guy who's like, he's he lives somewhere in the Midwest, and
Yeah.
I think the Oklahoma Panhandle was that it? I don't
Yeah,
know. I don't remember.
something like that.
Some middle of nowhere, place that shall not be named. Like, or I don't remember what he says.
Mm.
But like, and he's been to he's visited New York several times. Doesn't want to live there, but he's been to New York so many times, and like the New Yorkers, man, they're like, they got the con men. Like they have the swindlers of the country, and like
Yeah.
any New Yorker will tell you this. Like, all the there's like people will try to swindle you left and right.
Yeah.
And, so he's almost a mile away.
Yeah.
I heard it at first and was like, okay, this sounds a little too good to be true, because I've had experiences with like some shady, not like the extent of like New York, but like
Right.
I was like involved in a pyramid scheme before, and that was like early on, like late high school, and that was a
Yeah.
really interesting time in my life, and so because of that experience, I've become a skeptic.
Right.
And
Right.
so I don't trust everything I hear immediately. So I'm like, listen's like, okay, free steaks. This sounds a little shady. It is Vegas. It sounds a little shady.
Mhm.
They're probably gonna bring out a bunch of forms and like make you sign a bunch of stuff that
Yes,
they
and
don't want
yeah,
you to...
so we were, and then like, and then I was filling out like some paperwork and stuff like that, and like Quiet kind of didn't know what was going on either, so it was pretty much like Keter's.
Yeah, I was like, oh hey everyone, you guys sign up for the sweepstake. That's like, oh, you can win $250,000 and just know.
Or
Yeah,
or the Corvette, yeah.
Which like I really don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not a fancy car guy, so I don't really mind if I win one or not.
Mhm.
But yeah, like I think Sean and Hawk and Cwiet both filled out the prize money contest.
Right.
But the loophole was you don't find out until September anyways, so it's like
Yeah.
the chances of you winning that are like really slim. But the first thing I did when the lady handed me that sweepstakes thing, I was like, I just flipped it over and read the fine print immediately, because like I know places like this, they're gonna try to get you one way or another.
Mhm.
And I remember like, dude, this fine print's like literally like like not even like 5 millimeters. It's like tiny. It's like 1 millimeter font. It was like not 1 millimeter. Like, it's really tiny. Like it's like 2-3 millimeter font. Like I barely read it. I was like, can I take this? Can I take this back to my room and bring it back later? Because I want to read over it. And she was like, no, we don't want you to make copies of it. I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's not shady at all. But in the meanwhile, while I was reading the fine print,
I was
that
filling out the paperwork
that
and
lady
like
was going ham.
she's
Like,
going
fucking-
ham.
She was
She's
like
going
going
ham.
in like going in like a
She was
Rashid
throwing it.
player.
She was pretty much throwing out that jab pressure. The
Yeah,
jab
she was
pressure.
going in like a Rashid player, like a Rashid, like a silver or gold level Rashid player would go against like a bronze, because like us bronze players don't know how the fuck to deal with Rashid, so it
Yeah.
just seems like endless pressure. And she was just
Yeah.
going in like, oh, sign this, sign this, sign this, sign this.
Yeah, and then she bought me with that overhead, man. Like as soon as I saw the receipt, I was like, oh fuck! Like she
Get
took.
the card, man.
I pretty much like I saw. So they took $150 from my card, and I was like, oh my god, this actually happened. But
like-
it,
I wish I should have done something. I was smart enough they saw our ID cards, that was about it. But I was smart enough not to like give my card or give my information, put my information, anything, because I was like,
yeah.
they're probably gonna like. I've had this happen before in other situations when I was trying to get free NX back when I played Mabinogi.
Oh my gosh.
And I got,
I'm sorry,
I got
what
hit.
was this game? Mabinogi? Ew.
No, I used to play, dude. I played that shit so much in high school. It's like kind of
Okay, so sorry, little tangent.
But no, yeah. But,
You
oh,
wanna
like,
fight? You wanna
basically-
fight? How much my boyfriend spent? $300 a week.
A week? I'm not that surprised, dude. I know people who spend like I'm pretty bad. I was pretty bad with that game, but I feel I probably spent like maybe like around 400 total, but
For the
which is
reverse fee?
actually nothing. Which for most Mabinogi players is nothing.
Yeah, was it?
But yeah,
for
like,
what for you?
But anyways,
Reverse-
yeah.
anyways, like I've gotten hit with the loophole of like, oh, I'm gonna sign up for this offer to get free money, and then I get hit with like, things I don't want.
It all and pretty much like
to
it
cancel.
and pretty much it was just like a $150 like gift card and like this like and then this like deal where if you keep coming back you
You get it back when you come back next year.
yeah yeah I know yes but
It's dumb.
it's okay it's okay because I went to another desk and we were able to take care of it relatively quick so
Yeah.
and I told him what happened. Yeah.
It was really funny because like when we left, like I was like looking at you and you were like, we were both hella triggered. I was like, I should have stopped you. I should have pulled you away. I didn't do my job. I had one job
Yeah.
and I didn't do it. And then we went back to the hotel room and like, okay, no, like you tried calling the number and the number like would not like it wouldn't go
No,
through.
they didn't.
So the first thing we did, we tried to go look for that lady. That lady was gone.
She was
Dude,
gone.
she took points and ran, dude.
She went to
She pulled the Street Fighter 4. She took points and ran.
She retired as champion.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
retired as
Champion, but
like
it's
we did
okay.
when we did a Six Diva team, but
yeah. But it's
never
okay
again.
though. It's okay. I canceled it and then I got my money back, so it's okay.
It was just kind of bullshit that we had to go through another table to do it, but
Yeah.
it was probably also for the better that we saw someone else.
Yeah, it was probably for the better. She would probably would have still tried to,
yeah.
throw another
Weasel-
deal.
Weasel
Weasel, or yeah,
money. Yeah.
exactly.
Although at that point I was like ready to like, no, dude, like I know
So-
what you're trying to do. Like I asked you if I can go back. It's a pretty I think it's a pretty reasonable request if I can take the form back and read it. Because like, what am I gonna do with fucking copies of this sweepstakes thing? Bring it to another hotel? They're not gonna accept
Yeah.
it. They have lawyers. They'll read the fine print. I
Right.
mean, I'm not stupid. So like, I don't
But
know.
anyways, that was like our first couple of hours in Vegas, and we're already like we're
Yeah.
getting that much money taken away. Just fucking
Yeah,
this hotel, man. This Luxor hotel, man. It's just it looked cool when we first approached. It's like, oh look, it's a fucking pyramid, man. And as soon as we just had our first few hours with it, oh my god, we already just
Yep.
lost interest. It was
man.
so bad. It's
was
bad,
so bad.
man.
So, yeah, we took care of that, and we decided to go get food. That was, and
Yeah.
then get our badges and stuff. And
Yeah.
Then,
And then
I wish-
fucking
oh, Sorry, I'll let you go.
Okay, so like, so we were waiting in line, and then Quiet
No,
was
this
like,
was we went to get our badges. We went
yeah,
to
we went to
this
get,
was, like,
yeah, we
after
went to
we
get our
first
badge.
we took our first lift ride there, which was pretty interesting.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting.
Was the old guy? Was the first night like the old guy that
The old
got us
guy,
that was like,
yeah,
who was like, "Yo, where are you going?" It's like, "Yo, we're gonna go see this fighting game convention." He's like, "Oh, there's a lot of good conventions here. My favorite one's the one with the concrete convention." I'm like, "Oh, that's neat." I feel so bad, but like that old man was like, he had some good stories though. He told us
yeah,
about that story about that couple that tried to elope, and then the husband, they had a fight, and the husband,
yeah.
like,
And then
like like
he got like $5,000, and he like announced it
tried
on
to walk away.
TV.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
tried
he
to walk
announced
away with the money, and like next day he got murdered. I was
he
like,
got
oh,
murdered. Yeah,
that's Vegas for you, I guess.
yeah,
That's
right.
nice. Walks
But
away
anyways,
slowly.
Mhm.
but anyways, we got our that was when we went to that was like our first like lift experience in
Yeah,
Vegas. So
yeah. And then so
yeah,
like we were waiting
and
in
we were
line
at
to
the
get.
convention center.
Yeah, we were at the convention at the Westgate, and we were waiting in line, and Quiet was just like, like, like we were all still tired, right? So Quiet was just like, look, like he was pointing
Oh,
in
it's Ricky
like. He
Ortiz.
was, look, it's Ricky Ortiz. Like he's pointing right in front, like behind me, right? And I turn
It's like,
around,
yeah,
I'm like,
I was like, I was like,
I don't
dude,
see.
there's like,
Yeah, I'm
these
like,
are all dudes around here. I don't see any
I,
women around here.
I know. And I'm like, dude, what are you talking about, man? And he's just like, no, it was like, he's right. He's right there. And we're like, no,
I was like, dude, that's not Ricky Ortiz. That's Rico Suave.
it's Rico Suave. And it's like, oh shit.
Pretty big difference. One is a very talented trans woman, and the other one
Yeah.
is a really buff dude who plays KI.
Yeah.
It's a pretty big difference.
Yeah.
A very big difference in that.
It's a pretty distinct difference, but it's funny.
It was pretty funny because when that happened, like Rico looked back at us and was like, "What? Huh? What?"
Yeah, he's got yeah. He heard his name being called, and we're pretty much like kind of making noise. He's just like, what? Yeah,
That was pretty crazy though. Waiting in line was like pretty insane because like this is like my first like major tournament that I've been to.
yeah,
Because I've been to some locals in the past. Well, like specifically one local, which was Breezy's, which is now Sharkade. It's the San Jose local that used to be the Milpitas Gulfland local, FGC, and Ricky Ortiz and Julio, like they go to that local a lot. Paul G Man's from that local as well, and a couple MK players, Wild Cowboy and Yomi Michelangelo, they used to be Breezy members, so they swing by every once in a while too. So I was like it's pretty crazy like standing in line. You just see like, oh look, there's Wonder Chef. Holy shit, that's cool. Yo, there's Z, and I'm like, oh shit, that's Rico Suave. That's Rico Ortiz. I mean Rico Suave. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool like looking around and seeing all these like I think we saw like D1, the Smash 4 commentator, and I was like, oh that's cool, you know. It's just like they're just there. It's like pretty. It was like kind of like my experience when I went to Double Fine's Day of the Devs, which is a game developer event in San Francisco that's hosted on usually the 1st of November, which is you know Day of the Dead. It's just when all these indie developers gather around, and it's like I'm just standing in line like waiting to get in, and just like Tim Schafer walks by, like oh that was Tim Schafer. Holy shit!
Yeah.
It's like these top players are people. That's cool.
So that's
I
pretty
mean, of
much
course they're people.
yeah.
Of
Yeah.
course,
So
people, but it's cool to see them in person, you know.
yeah. I think that's pretty much like that was Friday night. We just got our badge and stuff like that. I don't think we did.
That was okay. First of all, that was Thursday night.
Oh, that's Thursday. Yeah, that's
That
right.
was
That's
Thursday
right.
night. Also, Thursday night was pretty insane because we wanted to go to Gordon Ramsay's burger.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Because there's no like vowel before the R.
Yeah, it's
He's
a
just-
burger.
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 Anyways, yeah, we tried to look for that.
Yeah, that was Quiet's idea. Like he really wanted to try it out. So I was like, all right, let's try this. Let's try to go find this burger place. And we were just like getting lost and shit like that. And like we're so tired and hungry, and it was like really hot at night. So that definitely didn't help us. And it was just
I
like,
think our Lyft driver, it was a pretty cool dude.
yeah,
Unfortunately, like we didn't get our like pickup location correctly, so he had to like jump through. He had to jump through hoops to find us, and
Yeah.
then he had to jump through even more hoops because like I think he assumed uh like the burger is located at Planet Hollywood, and I think there's like apparently 2 locations for Planet Hollywood. Like one's like the
Yeah, it's
hotel,
like there's
one's, like
a restaurant and the
restaurant.
hotel.
Yeah, so it's like it was kind of weird. So he kind of got confused, and I had to like last minute pull up my GPS. Like, oh no, we're at the right Planet Hollywood. So already we were like pretty disoriented.
Lost. Yeah.
But that guy was pretty cool though. That Lyft driver was like pretty awesome. I
Yeah.
had fun. I had fun listening to his stories and whatnot.
Yeah. So yeah, so after that though, we got lost. We were just like it was because the city was just it's so disorienting, and it's pretty to look at, sure, but there's just so much that it's just
Everything's so big and colorful and like
yeah.
attention grabbing, and it's like you don't know where you're going.
Yeah.
Bad.
The strip, man, it's just yeah, it's hard to it's hard to keep up, so you know sometimes you can't really keep track of where you're going and stuff like that. So that happened. We got lost, and you know, we had Brother Hermes just trying to navigate us through, but the GPS signal was super jank. So like
it was
it was like the point was like jumping us around. So like we wound up like walking through this like smelly ass fucking dark alley.
Alleyway that smelled like, you know, hobo, basically, you know, piss and
Yeah.
trash. No, we walked by a hooker. That was cool.
Yeah.
That was interesting. That was kind of interesting.
Right? It's like, oh fuck, it's a
Fortunately,
hooker. All right.
we didn't really. She didn't approach us or anything. So you know, our
We just walked. Yeah.
our genitalia are still attached to our crotches, so that's good.
Yeah. So we're still in one piece.
So what we left that in one piece. You know, it was a
Yeah.
very very tame encounter. So like whatever. That
Yeah,
was interesting.
Yeah, and then after all that, like we eventually found it, but like the line was super long, so we're just like, yeah, fuck it, fuck that, we'll come back to for another night or whatever. And then like
and instead we found a place called Earl's.
Earl of
Sandwiches, right?
Earl of Sandwich, which is
I actually want to know if they. This was, I think, in my opinion, aside from the merch that I bought later during the convention, probably the best purchase I made all weekend. That sandwich. Like, oh my god.
Yeah. It was reasonably priced. We got it was, you know, reasonable
It
amount
was
of
reasonably
food.
priced for Vegas. I mean, I think elsewhere it's like sort of expensive, but for Vegas it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that sandwich was so good. It was so
I'm
good.
gonna check right now if there's like other locations other than Vegas.
Yeah, hopefully, right? Yeah. Yeah, their sandwiches are really.
I think there are, because it's like a chain. I think it's a chain. So.
It's a chain, yeah. So we were able to get some. Yeah, we finally got some food. And from Earl. So we definitely like. And for next year, like we plan to.
There's one in Anaheim, by the way. So. You know,
oh yeah, there is an Anaheim. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Anyways,
yeah.
Sorry.
Well, anyways, so like our plan next year is pretty much like try to go to Earl's as much as we can, so we can save up on money. And like,
well, I would say like, not necessarily for every meal.
Nah, for like dinner.
We'll go there for dinner because it's like a good way to. I think it's a good way to celebrate the end of the day because EVO Vegas is kind of a so-so to kind of crappy experience. EVO is a great experience, so it's like it's a good way to. It's a good way to. It's a way to end the night on a good note. So
yeah. And what was it? So after that happened. So after that, we Friday, we were able to go to the Capcom panels, and we saw a bunch of pretty interesting reveals for Street Fighter 5, and this was like what 10 in the morning, and we got in there, and so we
got in there. I caught some Pokemon standing in line because
dude,
that Pokestop was that Pokestop that was like right where in the convention room was so lit, dude. It was so fucking lit. Pretty great, man. I caught like 4 EVs that day.
But yeah, the panel had some pretty cool stuff. They were just like talking about like like I totally remember what happened at that panel too. But anyways, they had some like interesting like statistics too. And Combo Fiend or Peter Rosas was talking, right? And he was talking about the statistics. during that while he was talking, all those like people were just like chatting amongst themselves, pretty much like giving that disrespect to combo fiends. It was
If I may interject on that part, like, it's particularly upsetting to me when I see something like that happen because I come from a school where like we're taught because like so I come from the school I went to, San Jose State University, our animation program, we're very lucky to get like these like really awesome guests that like we get guests from like Lucasfilms, from Pixar, Blue Sky, from Blizzard, etc. Like we get these really awesome guests that a lot of art schools would like, die for, right?
right.
And like we're very fortunate to get these guests, so we're taught always to respect them. Like be attentive, sit up straight, don't look like you're falling asleep, and for the love of God, don't talk while they're talking. And like, I was brought up in this culture, right? So I'm like, of course it's okay to like every once in a while like chatter amongst your friends, but like when the noise level gets like really, really unreasonable and you can't even hear the speaker, like that should be like the point where you like the part of your head should go off and be like, hey, this is fucked up. We need to give this guy his stage time, right? And like I would make jabs at Street Fighter every once in a while, like the bird, like, oh, like he was talking about what's the most used costume, like alternate costume, and then like Ken comes up, Ken's like alpha costume comes up, everyone's laughing. I was like, yeah, I wonder why. And like,
yeah,
this is cool to do that, but like, he was giving us some statistics, and just everyone was talking, and I was like, this is fucked up, man.
Yeah,
that made me like, I know it's the crowd, it's a bunch of nerds who play fighting games, but like,
yeah,
God damn it,
we gotta get some respect. Yeah,
for people, considering it's the type of crowd that's always trying to get respect by doing sick combos and like bodying people and stuff.
Yeah,
you don't get respect without giving respect first.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to. It's a mutual thing, and that's like, to me, that's just like, that's why some people talk shit about the FGC. It's like, that's wrong. That's why like you see like Gutex and Mike Ross, like and a lot of these different guys are like, they're trying to be professional, James Chen, etc. Like they're trying to be professional, like they try to act professional and respectful and whatnot, because like you can't do the same like grimy shit that sometimes would happen to the FGC every once in a while. You can't you can't throw your stick when you lose and stuff like that on a big screen because thousands of people are watching. So like, to me that rubbed me really the wrong way. But that's just
yeah. But anyways, so Capcom also revealed like all the pretty neat like DLC, like the Capcom Pro Tour package or whatever. So like you can get all the colors and like the Ring of Destiny stage, and you get some other alt skins for like Chun-Li and Cammy, and you even get a mystery one later on. And
you don't have to buy colors anymore. You don't have to play survival mode anymore. It's
yeah,
great.
you can buy colors. You can buy colors, man.
Thanks, Capcom.
But,
oh my god.
Yeah,
you,
but
Capcom.
they weren't clear whether it's fight money or real money. But who cares? You can buy colors.
I'm pretty sure it's real money.
Yeah.
Why would they let you buy? Well, I mean, they should let you buy it. If they had morals, they would let you buy it with fight money. But I already know Capcom's a pretty. Over the years, I've already realized that Capcom's a pretty grimy company. So unfortunately, they make great games. Let it be known, they make great games, but as a company, they're pretty grimy. So like, of course it's gonna be real money, dude.
Yeah.
It's real money that I would kind of actually play, because I don't want to waste my time my time doing stuff that's not fun.
Yeah.
So, like,
I mean, if they wanted to, like, just follow what they did with Guilty Gear. Like, how much does it cost for like 5 color packs? $1 at least.
Like $2 or something.
Yeah.
It's like no big deal, It's like change. You pay change and you don't have to buy every color. Just get the ones you want,
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the fucking base freaks over there, they're like, you guys better evolve. You gotta play through survival with every character. It's like, dude, that's hella not fun. It's hella not fun. Why would I waste my time? Like, I'm an artist. With those, every half an hour I spend doing like not even half an hour, every hour or a couple hours I spend for each character doing like easy, normal, and hard. I could be drawing and doing other stuff that I actually find enjoyable, or actually playing the game.
Yeah, I mean, I could be
No.
outside collecting Pokemon.
Exactly.
Exactly, and get some exercise too while you're at
What
it.
exercise? No,
What
drive
is
around.
that?
I drive around. What the hell are you guys doing?
But anyways, so we can actually buy colors now later on, whether it's fight money or real money, who cares? We don't have to go through fucking wait. We don't have to waste our time with survival mode. That's one thing for
Yeah,
sure.
this is. Ugh.
It's stupid,
It's
but
like there's certain things that's just called bad game design, and survival mode
Yeah.
is one of them. Just be
Yeah.
honest.
yeah. So adding to that, they revealed some other cool skins for Alex and Ibuki, which is so awesome
Yeah.
because Alex is getting his jacket and his classic look from Third Strike, which is super awesome. I that's something I actually wanted to.
Is it separate, or is he just gonna be wearing the jacket all the time?
I think it's actually separate. So because there's a picture of him
Interesting.
without it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
Well, I mean,
is
they
it-
could just be modeling the jacket around him, because
Maybe.
like, I don't know.
Maybe.
Because 3D modeling stuff. I don't know though.
right.
It's still a
but
work in progress, so we don't really know yet. Actually.
we don't know,
I
but
hope
we
there's
know.
two different skins.
Yeah,
'cause-
but we
'cause
know for
Plastic
sure he's
Alex-
yeah.
Yeah.
But we know for sure he's getting the jacket though. So
Oh, well,
Which is
we
really-
know for sure that he's getting his hair back.
yeah, he's getting his, and also his hair. Yeah.
not disgusting looking
French fries.
McDonald's French fries hair.
Looks
Ugh.
like or
Well,
look like
at least his. Sorry, at least his hair is better than Ken's.
Yeah, if only by a little.
yeah,
That much better.
it looks like fucking Frylock and shit from
Frylock?
Aqua. Yeah, Frylock.
It looks like
From Hunger
it
Aqua
looks like
Teen.
those fucking Frymen from Steven Universe.
Fryball.
It looks like fucking Frybo, dude.
But anyways, I think I think that's was pretty much it from Capcom in terms of like what they revealed. They didn't like tease like, oh, we got these new
characters.
new characters. They're just
Yeah.
like, oh, Jury's coming out this month, and then
We already
Urian's
know
gonna come
that.
out.
Urian's coming
Yeah.
out a month after. We already know that.
Yeah, so that was pretty much it.
Makoto. Where's Makoto?
Makoto.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
she's the best. She's the best.
Yeah, no, I think she's cool.
Star
Hey man, Third Strike Pack. It's gonna happen. Third Strike Pack is gonna happen.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, they brought back all the alpha characters that like most people probably didn't care as much about. So, I mean, they cared about it, but not nearly as much as Third Strike characters. So,
Yeah. But anyway, so after that, we were at the actual EVO floor with all the pools and stuff like that, and we were checking out all the vendors and such, and
Artist
think-
Alley.
Artist Alley. Yeah, Artist Alley. Well, pretty much Shunao was the best part. I mean, there's
Chanel
a-
and like the shirt booths, like the T-shirt booths.
yeah,
are pretty-
the 86 and the other booth with the Team Mystic
Yeah.
shirts, those were
I
pretty
guarantee,
cool.
like they had the other guys had some pretty good shirts. They had a Peridot shirt. I'm like a big Steven Universe fan, and Peridot's my favorite, but that Peridot shirt was okay. And the Team Mystic, the Pokemon Go shirts were pretty awesome though.
Oh yeah,
their
and
watch shirts were pretty awesome.
you even got me one of those shirts too. So
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
yeah,
you-
because my card got declined, I think, so you had to pay for one of my charms. You had to pay for my shit.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, no, you had to pay for I think you had to pay for something. I forgot
No,
what.
no. I think I paid for your purchases because your card.
Yeah, oh yeah,
declined.
because it was like It was like $20 because
Yeah.
I bought the. I think I bought the charm on my own.
Yeah. You bought the charms and also
I
like
just
one
bought,
of the.
I bought the charm and you bought the posters for me. That's what happened.
It's something like that. Yeah, something like that. But so that happened.
Yeah, I have a little bit of a rant though about Artist Alley, and this kind of like, this guy's heard it. You guys heard it from me last night, and you're gonna hear it again because technical difficulties, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
like, here's the thing. Guys know I'm an artist. I was gonna do artist. I was planning on doing Artist Alley. Markman announced it in like I think like mid-April or early April, so something like that. Like and Kenny redirected to me, because like I've been doing art for Kenny for quite a while, and he was like, yo, video games community has some pretty fucking awesome artists. You guys should look out and whatnot. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I might do it. I've done Artist Alley once at Fanime. It was like kind of interesting. I kind of have like a better idea of like what to do now for Artist Alley, but like Like I was like, oh, I'm down to do it again because like the cool thing about Artist Alley is the kind of people you get to meet. When you're in this safe place where you can be a nerd and like not be judged for it, but because everyone else is a nerd around you, and like people will go up and be like, yo, I love that. Like, I don't know, maybe it's different or Evo because everyone just expects you're like a fighting game nerd already. But like
Yeah.
at Fanime, it's like really cool because I was like the only person. I was the only person with Mortal Kombat art, so I'd get all the Mortal Kombat fans to come to my booth. That was like really cool. And like I would like get to know people who were like just like yeah, it's like dude, Mortal Kombat is awesome and shit, right? And so I was like pretty down for it, but it was also my first Evo, and I was like, when I was at Fanime, I spent like all my time behind the table and was kind of like I literally got to see 30 minutes of the convention. I wanted to avoid that because it was my first Evo and want to have a good time with it. And so like Markman said that he would post applications in early May and they would run out really quick. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'll look out for it. I'll probably do it. Hopefully I can find someone to help manage the table for me because like help manage the table with me because I want to compete a little bit and I want to check out the other stuff because it's Evo and it's awesome, right? And I wait a couple weeks since it was like mid-April. I'm like, all right, cool. Waiting for the tweet. Tweet didn't happen. I was like, all right, okay, cool. They probably early April, early May. That can mean like like maybe second week of May too. It's fine. Second week of May passes, no response. All right, cool. This is getting a little worrisome. I sent a tweet out to Markman saying, hey, I was wondering when's Artist Alley applications. He actually responds back, which pretty big, which is surprising to me because like a lot of guys who have like a ton of Twitter followers, it's kind of hard to respond to everyone, right? And he responded back. He's responded back. It's like, yeah. I'm sorry about it. We're like kind of going through some like difficulties right now getting up at the moment. It's gonna be a little later. It's like, all right, that's cool. I just wanted to know because it's my first Evo and like I want to make sure like it's kind of an important decision that I need to figure out like early. Because here's the thing about Artist Alley that's actually let me like finish like and basically what happened afterwards like okay I got the tweet back and like okay it's gonna be delayed, okay cool, whatever. I graduate at the end of May, which is awesome. I'm done with school. I don't have to. My parents don't have to pay any more tuition for me. I'm now I'm now a freeloader until I find work, which is not a good feeling. But like I'm just out of school. Like all right, where the fuck are the Artist Alley applications? I need to start doing commissions because I got to pay for Evo. So I start doing commissions, and then I think it was like 2 weeks into June. Fucking 2 weeks into June, like. Which is like a month. This is literally a month before Evo, like almost less than a month before Evo. Markman finally comes out to tweet, "Yo, Artist Alley applications for Evo are open. Apply now because space is limited." I'm like, no, dude. It's like that's such an unreasonable amount of time for people to figure out, like whether or not they can go to Artist Alleys. Because here's the thing about I went to Fanime for a year, right? I did not. I mean, I went to Fanime for several years. I did Artist Alley for 1 year, and like, it was not great. And I don't mean like my performance at as like in terms of like how much I sold, because I did Mortal Kombat art, and that's not gonna. In retrospect, that's not gonna sell that well at Fanime because everyone's there for other stuff, right? In terms of like applications and stuff and like how smoothly everything went with like the jury of like who got accepted and who didn't, and like whether or not people can go or not, it was like super bad. Like my roommate and I applied in December, like late December, early January, and we didn't hear back from Fanime Artist Alley staff until sometime in like May. Not May, sometime in April, and
wow,
Fanime is at the end of May, so it's like pretty ridiculous. And we were like sort of like slowly working on prints that we will hopefully be able to sell, but like we weren't like 100% committed because like it's like we don't have that much time. And then like all of a sudden you have like a month and a half to do everything. It's like what the fuck, dude? That's like not nearly enough time. Because the thing is like for us, my friends and I at San Jose State, we're really lucky that we Fanime is at literally like a couple blocks away from campus, so it's like not too bad. We're like three blocks away from campus, so it's like it's not hard. It's not for us. It's not. We don't have to like pay for like plane tickets or whatever, hotels and shit, because we're probably already staying somewhere near campus. But there are other people who go to cons and sell their prints and stuff and do commissions at conventions. They have to like order plane tickets. They have to like ship over. They have to bring with them like their table setup. So it's like if you guys been to conventions before, you know those cages or like the PVC pipes to hold up like artwork and like banners and stuff. Like that all factors into the cost, and those especially if you're traveling like across the nation or overseas. God forbid overseas, because some
Oh,
people actually fly over from like Asia to go to Fanime and AX and whatnot.
yeah.
Like that shit's expensive. That's hella expensive, and like you need to know as early as possible so you can book your flight as soon as possible, book your hotels. You know, start like
Yeah.
make sure you have the proper materials. Get your prints ready right away. You can't do that shit last minute, and that you can't do that shit last minute if you're long distance. And
Mm-hmm.
we were lucky enough that we're not. We live in San Jose, but you know, other people not so much. And like I saw that, I was like, no, it's in Vegas. That's far enough away from me, considering I can't get a plane ticket and I don't have my own car. So I'm not gonna do Artist Alley this year. I'm just gonna go hang out with friends and have a good time, right? And
Yeah.
I go there and just like the Artist Alley was so underwhelming.
It was
And
pretty small.
no disrespect to the artists who were there. They were pretty decent. They were about as good as maybe like the mid higher echelon of the artists I've seen at Fanime. So they're not bad. They got chops. They're pretty good. Um, not many. They're not too many booths that really knock my socks out of the water. But they were like, you know, everyone was like solid. They're like all right. But it's just like, which is like, you know, it's a convention. You kind of expect that. Like, you have a group of like pretty good artists who like are good enough that their artwork will sell. You know, the artwork will
Yeah.
sell and make a profit. You know, that's like pretty good, right? But there was like literally like 4 tables of selling art. It was like,
Yeah.
I'm not
It
gonna
was.
lie, it's pretty
It's really
pathetic.
small. It's pretty small. Yeah.
Like the udon crew, you know, the udon table, udon crew, you know, they're always good. And
Yeah.
Shunao, oh man, Shunao was overworked. Her table was
Ooh.
so popular. Um, like they had to clear out the table next to her so she can expand that, because she had like a tiny table and her booth was,
Yeah.
they had to expand to the table next to her just to sell her shit. And that was like, that's gonna happen when you have so many people in such a small artist alley. That the few artists out there are gonna get so overwhelmed.
Yeah.
That is just like it's still gonna be stressful for them, you know. And sure, they'll probably make a lot of money, but they're not gonna make money as quickly as they would as if
Mhm.
they're like a constant flow of people, because people are just gonna be jam packed on one table, and some people are gonna get bored and leave at some point. So like it's just not, in terms of like traffic, like artist alley convention traffic, it was like pretty bad.
It was
Like
really
it was
bad,
like
actually.
it was packed. Like the place was packed because there's a lot of a lot of people in tournaments and whatnot. But
Yeah, because and one reason was just
yeah,
because everything was just one room. It was a big room, but no, like
yeah,
it
that
was.
was like another one of the big grievances I had was like,
Yeah.
uh,
Everything was
there
one
was so
room.
much. They only had one room for the venue, and it was
Yeah.
aside from panels had their own room, but
Yeah.
like there was like literally everything, all the vendors, all the artist alley, the arcade, the random arcades you can play with, like the arcade cabinets, um, and all the tournaments, all the pools, casuals, and main stage games, all in one room, and that was
Yeah.
not the greatest experience, unfortunately.
Mhm.
That was not. I mean, I'm okay. Not that it was a good experience, but it was a suboptimal experience. Easily a suboptimal
Yeah.
experience.
It could have been so
Could have been
much better.
a lot better.
It would have been
I
so
was
much better.
expecting better. I was expecting better from Evo because you know,
Yeah.
but
Cause
I
like
imagine it was different last year because I didn't
it
go.
was complete it was different last year because like there was actually two rooms going on. So one room was like, you know, you have the artist alley, you have like the casuals and stuff like that. You have
Yeah,
even side tournaments going, or side tournament pools, and then also like you had the Splatoon booth, and you had, you know, all the other vendor booths and stuff like
Evo,
that.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, Splatoon at EVO, yeah, because they want,
Yeah.
you know, in $10, but
Hey man, the only, like literally half of the shit I bought at half the shit I bought, the merch I bought at Evo wasn't even fighting game related. I bought like 2 Overwatch related stuff and a Pokemon Go shirt.
yeah,
That's hardly fighting game related.
yeah, right.
Uh,
Yeah, but yeah, for me, I bought the like 6 charms from Shunao, and I
most of
also
them are
bought a
like
poster.
like Fire Emblem charms, right? Like
Yeah, it
Smash
was
charms or something.
yeah. Hold on, I have yeah, I have like
Copied
3
me.
fire. Yeah, I have
You copied me,
3.
got a Mercy charm.
Hey man, hey Mercy's my waifu, man. Mercy's my waifu.
Mercy's my wife. I play her.
No.
I main her, dude. I main Mercy,
Hey,
dude.
she's my main healer. Alright, although Zenyatta's kind of
She's
catching up there, but
everyone's main healer. I'm a Mercy main, dude.
you don't have mains in Overwatch. Can't have mains in Overwatch.
Dude, half the time you see me play on other people's streams, it's Mercy.
Yeah, as I know. but anyways, I got 3 Fire Emblem charms that are under the Smash category. So I got Corrin, Roy, and Lucina, and then I got the Mercy charm as well. And I got some charms for for gifts and stuff like that. And I actually got a poster for a gift from Chanel. So not gonna say anything about that. But anyways, so pretty much that artist alley was it could have gone so much better.
It's just the fact that it was also combined with the vendors in one room, but there weren't really that many vendors either. So it's just it was just kind of like the fact that there were only literally 4 or 5 artists there, just that rubs me the wrong way. And I think I was expecting more. I was expecting more out of that, but it's I think what happened was they ran into issues because they got Mandalay Bay for the first time. They got the Mandalay Bay Sports Arena for the first time, which was really hype. Which we're gonna you're gonna notice while you're listening, we're gonna mention quite a lot of grievances with EVO. Don't get me wrong. It was good, but the first 2 days were pretty rough. But the very last day at the Mandalay Bay Sports Center, totally worth it. Tenfold.
Oh,
really
yes.
But I think what happened was they probably ran into venue issues because they were trying to get the sports arena for the first time. Yeah. And I imagine that probably killed their budget.
They probably did, so that's why.
Budget. So because as we noted before, at least not before, but we noted we were talking about this when we recorded before. There were panel rooms that were empty. Those could have easily gone to side tournaments.
Yeah. And also some artist alley stuff in there too, or vendors and
put some vendors basically I kind of wish that they treated EVO more as not just as a tournament. Of course, it's the biggest fighting game tournament in the world, but I wish they also treated it as a convention because not all of us going are most of us going there. We're not going to be main stage, and what's going to happen is we're gonna go to do our pools. Most of us are gonna either go 0-2, 1-2, 2-2. Some of us who are especially skilled but not top players are gonna go 7-2. And then what do we do? Okay, we go watch pools, but sometimes our game isn't on. So what do we do? What are we supposed to do if our game's not on? And that was a big issue because we can go I'm lucky enough that I enjoy Melee enough, enjoy watching Melee enough that I can just sit down and watch Melee pools and it'll be entertaining for me. Most of my friends don't agree with that. Most of my friends don't watch Melee, so it's well, shit. What are they gonna do? I guess they could watch Street Fighter, or God forbid, Pokken, which no one cared about.
So, oh man, I mean, oof.
We should save the Pokken when Chris is back on the podcast because we're gonna run super late if we do.
I know, right? Yeah, I know.
Also, but TLDR, Pokken should not have been there. Ruined everything.
Even someone from me who actually was excited for Pokken at the very first time it was announced and stuff like that. It's honestly not an EVO game. It's not. It's no. No. It took plus 2 hours, then the designated time, and it took so long, and people weren't even watching. The chat was dead in Twitch and
that's a funny story because I was hanging out with Cwiet, and I went over I showed Chris my phone and I was like, yo, check it out, check out the Pocket stream, look how slow the chat is. And then I switched over to the Capcom Fighter stream and it was so fast I couldn't even read it.
Yeah,
I was that's we were both dude, that's pretty pathetic, man.
That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Granted,
and I'm pretty
yeah, granted, we wouldn't have had Melee there if it weren't for Pokken, but still.
Right. I don't care. I just want to they can do some kind of other game for a deal. I don't give 2 fucks about it.
It's not Pokken. Smash 4. Smash 4, man. I don't know. I think it's also because like Nintendo has a shaky relationship with like
The
Melee.
tournament scene. Yeah.
Yeah, well, not so much the tournament scene. I think they're okay with Smash 4. They don't like the Melee community. Like they really
All
don't
right.
like the community. That's kind of the big issue. Like the Melee community, they've had to fight tooth and nail against like Nintendo to get their game into like EVO, and it's like pretty bad.
Mhm.
But,
Yeah.
yeah, but that was yeah, that was basically like our first day in the room, right?
So
The room.
well,
Not
no, we had,
barring
and then we
barring the
went
panel.
to, the Max's panel, which was that was probably the best part for that day, and like I was helping out with the panel stuff, and I was filming it too, and meanwhile, Quiet, Keeters, and Bird of Hermes was, they're in the audience sitting
Chilling in the
somewhere,
back.
chilling in the back, yeah. And yeah, it was a good time.
That's pretty interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it actually went relatively smooth. The only thing about it was just it just went way too long.
Yo,
It
dude,
went,
that raffle took forever, man. I was
dude.
like, I don't want to, like, I don't. Everyone's going up to get free stuff. I'm like, you know what? I'm good. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna wait for this giant crowd of people to like die down, man. That's like,
Yeah,
I don't want to be standing for like. I want to wait in line for like, literally like, an hour.
yeah.
There were a
It
lot
was
of
a
people.
lot of people, man. That panel room was bigger than last year, and that shit was full.
Yeah.
That shit was full, man. And yeah, I mean, the one at Bally's, it was pretty much like half the size
Yeah.
of that one at Westgate. But anyways, that shit was packed, man, and
See.
a lot of people in line trying to get the free stuff, and I had to manage the line in one part, and I mean, for the most part, it was okay. Like nothing really happened. No incident. So it could have gone worse.
Back. I was just chilling
Yeah.
in the back doing some
Yeah.
paint stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's a good thing about having a Cintiq companion. That you can kind of take your paintings anywhere, which is kind of neat.
Mm.
But yeah,
But yeah, so pretty cool. Like Max has some things to reveal. Like Assist Me's coming back with Marvel and
Marvel
and
dies.
Marvel, and also
Marvel never dies.
Marvel never dies.
Dies.
And also, he has like a new series coming up with like the Scrub Lord and stuff like that. In terms of like what he's basically doing is like help define like the fighting game terms and stuff like that. That you hear all the time in the community. So he kind of
In the
uses like
most, like in the most like douche nozzle kind of like I'm better than you, looking down on you kind of way.
yeah.
Which is pretty funny.
Yeah. It's like a comedy slash tutorial
Yeah.
slash.
Of course, it's all an act, of
Yeah.
course. So
Yeah,
like,
of course.
anyone watching the videos, please don't be offended by
Oh,
him
yeah.
calling you a scrub because it's all an act.
Yeah. It's based off a true thing, but
Yeah, based off everything. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But anyways, so that was really cool. It was really fun. We took some pictures and stuff like that, and also, I actually some like when I was handing out like the button pins I had forgot to mention from the last recording. Someone actually wanted to take a picture with me because of my own YouTube channel. I was like, oh shit! So I actually took.
Nice.
Oh, they want to take a picture with me anyway. So I was like, oh shit! It's my first like actual picture with a fan. I'm like, wow. He even tweeted out and stuff like that. So I was like, geez, this is kind of weird for me because
Awesome.
yeah,
You're not used to
I'm
it.
I'm a much smaller channel than he is, and I don't know, man. It's just weird.
Yeah, well, now you know how I felt when I came out to Burbank like in like November, and like Kenny and Steve and a few other people like came out to hang out.
Yeah.
With me. I was like, that was like the same equivalent. That's like the equivalent of how I felt. Cause like let's be real, like I've done a few like hit pieces for Max in the past, and like whatnot, and like but at the end of the day, I'm like kind of a nobody. I'm actually kind of a nobody. I only have like 400 some followers on Twitter. No big deal. It's like 400 followers that I appreciate and I love, but like at the end of the day, in the grand scheme of things, I'm still kind of a nobody. But like these guys came out and hang out with me. Like they didn't have to. It was just because I was in the area and they you know, Kenny, Steve, Eric Martin, dude, Kitten War, Buddy Life Project, you know, Sfaka. They just came out. Oh, BoJack. Not, I don't, can't forget Universal
Oh
BoJack. You know, they
yeah.
just came out and hung out with me just for like, just cause, you know, BoJack and Faka and Steve like hung out with me for an extra hour when I went back to my hotels. We were gonna play MK Casuals, and then I realized I don't have the hotel card key, so rip. But you know, like that was cool. Like that was super cool. I've like never had that before. Well, I've had it. I mean, I have friends, of course, you know, but like,
Yeah.
you know, I'd never had like people that I've like never met before. Then just like, hey, dude, I want to hang out with
Yeah,
you
like go out their way to like
because I love your
meet
work, you know.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, because I love your work, because I want to hang out with you, and I was like, that was super cool.
Yeah. Yeah. But so yeah, so Max's panel happened. Well, it kind of happened for too long in my opinion, but
Yeah, maybe
it
a
went
little
from
bit too long.
it went
We were
from
all
4 to
getting
8,
hungry.
dude. It went from
We
4 to
were, we
8.
were all
It's,
getting pretty freaking hungry by the end of it. And I was like,
yeah.
I mean, I have my Cintiq, so like I can very easily just kind of like start like drawing or painting or whatever, and just shut myself
Mhm.
off in the world and not give a shit. So
Yeah.
like I have a way to pass time that like I guess is kind of unique to myself. So I didn't mind
Great.
too much, but I think everyone else was like starting to get hungry and stuff. I was actually getting
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, and all those body pillows were, were given out and stuff like that.
pretty hungry.
Not to mention,
Body
body pillows, man. They did it. They actually
Oh my
made
God.
body pillows, man. They did it.
Oh my God.
And well, maybe I shouldn't talk about this on the podcast, but anyways, this is probably I almost slipped something I almost shouldn't talk about. But anywho, so the panel happened. We all had a good time. So what was it? Oh yeah, it was us and like a bunch of people that were with us, and we tried to like look for like a place to eat, and we wound up just like eating at a McDonald's or something. And fucking after that, I think that was when we what was it? We went to a bar to get the $1 beer from Kenny that he was buying.
Yeah.
Stuff like yeah.
Oh, wait, we were gonna get that pizza place, and then we did.
Yeah. We were,
I was like, the thing that I think the thing that
Oh, I
hated
remember,
most
and also I
Vegas-
remember along the way, you were like, dude,
Oh, yeah,
I need
I
a
got
drink.
drunk. It's great.
You got
It
drunk,
was
yeah.
great.
You
I
took
bought a
like
beer.
you
I
had
bought a
like
beer and a small thing of rum chata, which if you guys are like liquor, rum chata is delicious. It's basically horchata and rum. It's pretty good.
yeah.
And it's dangerous. I downed the whole thing like really fast. It was a tiny thing. It was like a tiny like tiny like I don't know like really those really tiny bottles you can get at like the
Yeah, a
liquor
bit
store
like-
that you can like basically down in one go. It's like one
Yeah.
of those.
Yeah. It's like baby whiskey.
I'm not gonna no. I'm not gonna spend like fucking like $30 on a bottle of liquor for one night. Guys, we had drinks afterwards anyway, so it was fine.
Yeah. So
I got
yeah.
drunk
So
'cause I was like kind of like a little moody at the time, so
mhm.
I got some alcohol. I was like, I'm ready to get drunk. If I don't, my goal was like if I don't go to pools hungover, I didn't party hard enough. I
Yeah.
accomplished like I think I'm like pretty close to that goal.
So yeah, we went to Kenny's thing. Like he bought 100 beers, I think, for
And
people.
$1 beers.
$1 beers.
One
$1 beer.
$1 beer, $5 water.
Water. Yeah, that's pretty much happened.
Oh,
Um,
I can
So-
tell. Okay, I have some stories for the club on the club.
yeah, but before that, like it was pretty, like me and Cwiet, a couple other people went with Simmons instead. And then we hung out at a bar while Keeters, Kenny, and Steve and another group of people went to the club.
Keonix and Tripod, Thirsty Tripod.
Thirsty Tripod.
Tripod can fucking dance, dude. He can dance. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
He's so good.
he's been in that scene. He's been in that scene.
He's got some moves, man. It's incredible. And like
Yeah.
I took a Latin dancing course once, so I can like kind of move my body, but I can't do moves, man.
Yeah.
I can't do moves. That was insane. But, I was like, Kenny, Steve, me, myself, Tripod, Rasputin's dick, Jelly Rasputin, excuse me.
Yeah, Jelly
The
Rasputin.
The more PC name, I guess. I don't know, or like safe for work name, I guess.
Yeah.
Hurtbox was there, and I think a couple other people there. Nurse Courtney was there. we went to Cleopatra's Barge. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
And we all.
This was in Caesar's Palace, by the way.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
this was like probably one of my highlights. I had a lot of fun. I'm not really usually much of a clubbing kind of guy. My first clubbing experience was at one of my friend's birthdays, like 21st birthdays, I think. And I went out with like a bunch of her girlfriends and whatnot, and we went to clubs and shit. And like, my friend Henry was there. Like, I was like one of two dudes there, and like basically like, those clubs like were like kind of too big and like kind of sucked, and like it's like reeked of BO, and like everyone was like
Oof.
super grinding close to each other, like dudes and ladies I didn't even know like were just like up with the grill and just like, and the music was like so shitty and loud, and it was just like I wasn't happy, but I was like, and like like people were like trying to like take advantage of the girls I was with, and I was like so ready, to beat up somebody. I was like, that experience made me realize that, man, my gender is like terrible.
Yeah.
My male gender is it's like fucking horrible, man. We're all
Yeah.
scumbags. It's terrible.
Men
But,
are thirsty, man.
I mean, it's okay. Real talk though, like I'm not gonna say if you go to the club scene you're a bad person. Like I'm not usually a clubbing kind of guy. It's for people who like want to go and like like have a fling, meet people who are probably horny just like you, and like get down with it and whatnot, wake up the next day in someone else's apartment and stuff like that. Like,
Be right back. Don't do that.
I'm obviously I'm being hyperbolic and like super exaggerating, of course, but it's for a certain like type of like people that I'm not really kind of into that sort of thing myself. I'm more of like a go to chill out at bars, have a few drinks, shoot the shit, giggle and shit, and like make a lot of stupid jokes and shit with my friends, and then go have IHOP at 3 a.m. afterwards and walk back in downtown San Jose when it's like super shady and shit. I'm more of that kind of guy. Like I was like down to go clubbing with Ketty, and like the nice thing about Cleopatra's Barge is like it's a pretty small club. Admission is there's no admission. The admission is free. You can go in without paying. There's no harsh dress code, so I literally went in with like my my jeans and like my fucking Skullgirls shirt and like the hood,
and your hoodie.
My Uniqlo Pokemon trainer hoodie that I've been wearing. And like I was like, it was fine. That was fine. It was like pretty cool. And we went out, we started dancing. Funny story, like before we even got in, like these British women that were probably like a good like 10 years older than me. They looked like they were in their 30s, like they were leaving the club, and Kenny's like, "Where are you going? Party's starting." He was getting them all hyped up. One of them like comes up to me, starts like they start dancing to the music. One of them comes up to me and like starts like dancing really close to me, like takes my headphones and starts like puts my headphones on as if like there's music, and like starts like, it's like, "Where's the music?" I'm like, "I know, I'm just here." But, like apparently I don't know, like that's why Keonix like was like, "Yeah, dude, Keeters, you're like a British woman magnet," which is kind of funny, it was like cool because that's never happened to me before. But like, it was pretty funny when that happened. I was like I was having a good time.
Nice.
But oh my god, like most of us are like out of shape nerds, so we're like after like a good like half an hour to an hour of dancing, we're just like fuck man. Can't do. My body's not in good shape for this. Steve ended up ordering a bottle of water there, and oh my god! So he wanted to get a bottle of water. He bought a bottle. You don't give you free water at the club. So, pro tip: Vegas, they try to steal all your money. The whole city is built to steal money, right? So he goes to get water and gets he got this dinky ass bottle of water. It's tiny, like maybe like 4-inch tall bottle of water. And like it was like $5, and then I think it was like either Keonix. I think it was Keonix who ordered like sparkling water or something, and that was bigger. That cup was bigger than the bottle, and it was $4. So it's like pretty dumb. So don't ever like if you're going to Vegas, like pack your own like metal bottle water or your own water canteen, because you can get that shit refilled.
Yeah, bring your bottle of like a thermo or something that keeps your water cool for a long time or something. Like, yeah, like it's like one of those like double layered bottles, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring that to Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah, but I had a pretty good time at the club while everyone else was like, chatting up with like I think it was like Simmons and Mike, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I was with I was with Simmons in that group, so we were just we were just talking about stuff.
but I heard you
Um,
guys had a pretty funny pretty
okay,
funny
so
incident after
okay,
after you guys left the bar.
okay, so we were pretty much like walking them to their car, right? And like after we shook hands and stuff like that, we said our see yas and see you laters and stuff like that. Quiet had to take a piss so bad that he was just like, dude, I gotta go now. I gotta trinkle now in this
You gotta
parking
think
lot.
about.
Oh, I gotta tingle down now. And I was like,
No,
oh
no,
shit,
think
don't do it, don't do it. I'm like, don't do it, no. I'm like, no, there's cops around, dude.
You
And
don't
so
give
we
a
just
fuck. You're
yeah,
dealing
but
with all the people drunk driving and shit, dude.
yeah, anyways, we were like walking down the parking lot. We like went to like this like a whole bunch of like semi trucks, and he pissed behind one, and I was like looking out and stuff like that, and pretty much like, and then like the wind was blowing in a direction where the piss or the splash, I guess, was like hitting his leg. He's like, oh god, no! He's like,
Splash damage.
splash damage. Yeah, splash. All that splash damage is going into his leg, man, because the wind was pushing, and oh yeah, so he had a public urination.
You don't need direct hits with direct rocket hits to kill. Yeah. Anyways,
But he had to go piss really bad. But
yeah.
he has this thing where like whenever he doesn't get enough sleep, he just has to go to the bathroom way more often for some reason. It's just
Oh, that's his thing. That's his thing when he gets sleep deprived. I just act really drunk when I'm sleep deprived.
yeah. I'm. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that part. But anyways, so that happened, and then we
Eventually, I
well,
called up.
yeah,
you
we
guys,
called.
like, hey, I think
Yeah.
we're about done.
Oh yeah, and also like not to mention our phones were dying, so like we were running
Everyone's
on
phone
like
was dying.
below
My phone was
10%.
dying. I was at 5%. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, we're much below 5%, and we had to like
Couldn't
meet
catch
up.
a we couldn't catch a hitmonchan because our batteries were so low.
Because
The batteries are-
we
our
had
batteries
it out for
were low.
Pokemon Go.
Our batteries were low because we were trying to catch a hitmonchan.
Oh fuck! But anyways, like so we went back to the Caesar's Palace to meet up with with Keeters and luckily Quiet brought his charger, so he plugged it into the wall outlet right at the entrance, so he was able to call you up. And then like my phone was fucking dead. It was completely fucking dead.
And
And
mine died instantly afterwards.
yeah, I
Well,
know.
Mine was living at like 1% when we got back to the hotel.
Oh my god, yeah, and we luckily met up, and then we took the tram, and what was it?
Yeah,
You
we
got
decided not to. We decided not to take the lift because for one, you need to have good GPS so you can like pinpoint to your driver exactly where you are.
yeah, and it takes
Two, our phones were dead, so the moment we opened up the app, our phones would die. So
Yeah.
that was really bad.
yeah,
But yeah, we ended up taking up the metro, and I think that was actually a really good idea. I actually
Yeah.
enjoyed that. I actually enjoyed walking to the metro.
yeah, and
That was
and
a-
al- and also
I was pretty drunk at the time.
yeah, but yeah, you're like you
Not like
apparently
I wasn't drunk. I was like buzzed. I was like still like
you were
know, I
you were
still-
you were pretty
happy.
buzzed.
I was
Yeah.
like pretty happy. I was like happy.
You weren't-
the
Like you
buzzy,
weren't slurring, like you weren't slurring your speech or anything. Like that. You're just like more, yeah. You were more happy. Like you're just
Dude, I'm
like,
a pretty articulate drunk dude. I'm like I
Yeah.
remember everything that happens and like I don't black out and shit. So
yeah,
actually no, I slur if I once I'm at like six shots or so, that's when I start slurring. Like five shots is when I start slurring. That's when it gets really bad.
yeah,
But I was like pretty happy, and like we're like, dude, fuck it, let's take the tram. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be great. You know, I found $2 water instead of $5 water. That was pretty good. You know, we went to the next bus stop, and it was like went to the next tram stop, and like when we got off at Mandalay, it was like, yo, dude, this water's $3. I fucking won, dude. This is the cheapest water bottle you'll find in a vending machine in all of Vegas.
yeah.
$2 water.
$2 water. But yeah,
That
and
shit
then
did not last very long, though.
yeah, and then so pretty much like when Keeters was super buzzed, I will say, like he was able to like efficiently point us to the right direction, stuff like that. And we got
so good.
we got to the hotel the fastest ever
I
in that
so
entire
good.
weekend.
I
Yeah.
was so good at getting us back home because like I don't know. I think what it is like I wasn't so drunk. I was buzzed enough where like I was like feeling super confident
Yeah.
but like still sober enough that my decision making skills were like super sharp. So I was like,
Yeah.
all right, you know what? We're going this way. I see like
Yeah.
there's the pyramid. We're going to go this way, and this way we're gonna get back efficiently.
Yeah.
Along
Yeah.
the way, I'm like, yo, dude, I'm like drunk right now. I'm like hella good at directions. I should get drunk more often.
And then this cop on the bicycle, he's like, hell yeah.
I was like, wait, no. I heard that. I was like, wait, no, I'm in Vegas. This is exactly what they want me to do. I'm playing into their hand like right now. I'm like,
Yeah.
they just activated their trap card, and I'm the victim.
Yeah. So we
But
got.
it was really funny how I actually, while drunk, managed to get us back to the hotel fastest. Because like the very next day, I was sober and we got super lost.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that.
Yeah, but like I think that was also the same night we actually found out that we were able to get free water. We found out that we get free water from Starbucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we were
yeah. There you go. Yeah, I totally remember now. So, and then you're just like, and so and yeah, we bought some juice.
We bought juice because I was like, I feel bad just asking for.
Yeah, we were trying to be courteous. Yeah, we were trying to be courteous. Like we didn't want to just like.
Turns out they don't care, so jokes on me. Haha.
Yeah, it's
Vegas,
okay.
I won,
It's
I
okay.
guess.
It was some good. It was some
Name
good.
restaurants data.
It was some good
Sounds
juice.
data.
It was like
I'm not falling for the mix up again, dude. I'm not falling for that setup again.
it's like one of those. It was like one of those like what do you call those, like naked juice or something like that. It was like a different brand.
Good. It was
It was
also
good. It
$6
was like
tiny.
it was $6, but it was good. It was like one of those like
But it was
blended
pretty
juice.
good. I felt like healthier. I felt like 5% healthier when I drank it. So
5%.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
5% is a lot. 5% healthier is pretty good from just one bottle of juice, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And
yeah, then
so-
we got back
and then we got back, and then I think Cwiet was on Twitter, and he saw Clever Fox's Twitter, and he pretty much lost his wallet. He was on his own. He was alone outside, and he was like stuck outside the Bally's, and also between CVS. And he took a picture. He's like, okay, this is where I am. Blah blah blah. Just like he pretty much like was asking if anyone could just find him and pick him up and stuff like that and help him out. So we're just like, dude, we gotta find him. We gotta go out and find him, right? We gotta go rescue him. And along the way, Berto Hermes actually had a migraine headache going on, so we had to get some ibuprofen for him.
Yeah, we had to like.
We had to go out of the way, so we're just like, might as well.
He was at CVS, like we had to go to CVS anyways.
Yeah. So it was pretty much
save bird, kill two, knock out two birds with one stone, or one bird because it's Bird of Hermes with the ass.
Yeah.
Same joke, whatever. Anyway,
now get out. I was gonna. Now you can. Now you can get out. I was kidding. But anyway, so we took.
I'll see myself out.
So we took my car and we were trying to look for Fox, and we wound up not being able to find him. And not only that, we weren't able to find fucking parking for CVS for like the longest time. And during that time, we were all sleep deprived. So I was pretty much reminded that whenever I'm sleep deprived and I have to do something, and I'm not sleeping, I get really fucking moody. I get frustrated and angry quickly, like fast. So like whenever
I turn into an absolute stoner when I'm like sleep deprived.
So
I'm like the exact opposite, dude.
Yeah, so pretty much like I'm pretty much
or just get really stressed out. It's like one of the
yeah. So pretty much like I'm like one of those like angry Asians whenever like whenever they're driving, those typical like Asians that like just get mad whenever someone like cuts them off in traffic or something like that. I turn into one of those, and I'm just like I'm just like pointing out shit like that, and then like we passed by like an adult store. I was like, oh, look, it's an adult store. That's fucking awesome, and with sarcasm, and like whenever someone cuts me off, I'm like oh fuck you too. Yeah, so that too, and then I'm just like, where the fuck is a parking lot, man? for fucking
No,
CVS.
remember when we got stuck in the fucking lost? It's like it's Zelda's like fucking Lost Woods, but it's like the lost parking lot.
Yeah.
We tried to get out of trying to get out of the parking lot of the hotel was like a fucking maze, dude.
Oh fuck that, dude! Oh my god, I totally forgot about that till now. Like for some, because like they closed. Yeah, because like they closed off. Because they closed off all the gates that I usually would get out, but I had to get out the one fucking gate where everyone comes in. So I'm just like, oh, what?
Why?
Why?
Why would you do
Why? So that pretty much like that pretty much like initiated my scrub lord hawk mode or whatever, and then all that happened, and then like we finally found a parking lot, but it wasn't even the CVS one. It was just like across the street, and we had to fucking cross the bridge.
Some shit like that.
It was some like mall for like a mall or something, or like a Macy's or JCPenney or whatever the fuck. And like we walked up the bridge. We had to take like an elevator, which was on the verge of fucking breaking.
that broke when we got back to it.
When we got back, and we took the
how did it break after one usage? I don't get it.
Oh my god! But and then like we finally get to the CVS, and then we luckily had some really nice people working there, so they made it a little better. And funny enough, because they're from California and they were called terrorists on one night for some fucking reason. Because and we kind of made a joke that because the Trump hotel was actually adjacent to the CVS, which is like, yeah, there's this Trump hotel right there, so that's probably where they came from. So yeah,
oh,
and
but let it be known that I think this goes for like we're gonna say this a lot. But like most people who like go to Vegas for like a short trip, they end up coming back being like, I fucking hate Vegas. But
yeah.
Be known that like from the bottom of my heart, I fucking hate Vegas. But,
yeah.
Like I adore the hardworking people who aren't there to swindle my money away.
Oh yeah.
The honest, hardworking people there who are like the girl at the Dipping Dot booth that was like, yo, Team Mystic, that's cool.
Yeah.
I could have scored too, man. But anyways. The very wonderful, the two wonderful ladies working at the CVS that we went
to.
All the Lyft drivers who had to deal with shitty Vegas driving.
Yeah.
Shitty Vegas traffic just so they could see us safely from the convention to our hotel and vice versa. I appreciate all those people. All those wonderful people, beautiful human beings.
For sure.
And that was like even after all the shitty things that were happening that night, like we still running into those two ladies was like, it was a treat,
It was a blessing,
it was a treat to converse with them.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah, and then you almost had a chance to score, but you were like really tired. And
no, because like we were out of the CVS. We were going back to my car. And we had to take the stairs instead because the elevator fucking broke. And this this chick with red hair, and
young lady with well, I don't know. She was pretty hot, but I don't know if she was.
She was pretty hot. Yeah, she was pretty hot.
I don't know how else she is, but she was at least.
She was pretty hot. I think I would say she was around her 30s at the most, but like at the oldest.
No, it's maybe mid to late 20s. She looked pretty young.
Yeah.
She looked like she could have been our age, I think.
Yeah, she was probably around her age. But anyways, yeah, she was she was just like kind of tagging along for a little bit.
I was like, welcome to Vegas. He was like, yeah, welcome to Vegas. I'm like, that's not what I meant at all.
Yeah, I know.
Talking about it in like a positive light. No, man, no.
And apparently, yeah, like she kept looking back at me and stuff like that. And we're just like kind of exchanging words a bit, but like I was just so tired to be like aware like what was really going on. But I don't know. After that, like we.
It's okay, man. Like you don't know about like. For all we know, like,
it's Vegas, man. So you never know what happens.
It's Vegas. You might, your dick might fall off if you get.
I could have woken up in a bathtub full of fucking ice, and have a missing kidney.
Missing kidney or something.
Yeah, it could have been something from The Hangover, the movie. So pretty much, yeah, it's. I don't know. It was pretty much for the best that I didn't take the opportunity. But, anyways, we got back to the car. We're driving back. and then we were kind of getting lost along the way too. But like, luckily, our phones were working enough that you know, GPS and stuff like that. Got back. We were looking for parking, and 4:30 in the morning about, and the sun was out, and I was whining about that
No,
too.
this was at 5. This was at 5.
It was at 5. No, it was
Sun
at 5. Okay, it was at 5.
The sky was blue, dude. The sky was
Yeah.
not a light blue, but it was blue.
It was blue. It was blue. It was not black.
It was
Yeah,
not
definitely.
black.
It was definitely not black, and like I pointed that out too as you know, scrub lord mode, and like I was looking for parking,
Of the sun, dude.
and then fucking we were looking around still, and we see this fucking truck with, no, not a truck. It was like a mini. It was like a small. It was like, I think it was like an SUV
It
or
was like
something.
a van. It was like
a van or something like that. It was one of those ones. And like, and it had a, and on the tow hitch, it was a fucking U-Haul thing and unit in the back. So it so it took two fucking spaces, right? And I'm here trying to look for fucking parking space. I'm like, oh, fuck you, man. So
I think we were all saying that at that point.
yeah, I was so fucking pissed. And funny enough, I found a parking spot right there where the U-Haul truck was, but it was right at the wall. So it was like it was a relatively shitty spot.
Well, no, it was like a pretty shitty. It was like a really shitty spot. Like like basically we can't, like, us passengers cannot get out of the car.
Yeah, I have to pretty much drop you guys off, and then I have to park back in or something like that. But like, so that happened, and
that was a thing.
That was a thing, and we finally got back, got our sleep. We woke up around like, what was it, like 11 or something?
Well, I woke up at 12:30. I was like, I had pools at 2, but I was like, I don't, you know what?
We woke up around noon.
At this point, I was like, you know what? I'm not here to win EVO. I'm just here to have fun. And if I miss my pools, I miss my pools. Like, Sonic Fox is probably gonna win anyways, and like, yeah, whatever, you know.
Yeah, and meanwhile,
I was like,
Bert.
Dude, that was like the best night of sleep I've gotten at EVO.
Yeah.
After that, actually, which
Yeah.
is kind of
ironic, yeah. Considering we had we had things to do before we went to sleep.
A pretty shit-tacular night, like,
Yo.
like barring after a shit-tacular night after getting back from Caesar's Palace, you know. But,
yeah.
Yeah.
Ender Gamma would have loved to see me in that mode, man. This. I think you too, Zawarudo. You would have been like.
I mean, okay.
No, I saw you're mad before. No, I heard you're mad before. I don't want to go down that road again.
It was. It's not funny. I mean, it's not. The situation was not funny, but actually, Hawk being like in like a really triggered mode is actually, like, not triggered mode. Hawk being like super grumpy and angry like that was actually pretty entertaining. I'm not gonna lie.
He was a grumpy old man.
You two got a kick out of it. I can tell.
I felt bad. I felt kind of bad, but it was like, at that point though, like at that point I was just trying to like, dude, this is a pretty shitty night, but we have to count the blessings that we have, so we don't go to sleep angry, because going to sleep angry is like the worst thing possible.
Yeah.
I think that's why I got a good night's sleep. I was like, yeah, fuck it, we're finally here. I can sleep now. Thank God. Oh.
Yeah, and then meanwhile, Berto Hermes was already out in the morning. Like, he was going for his Mortal Kombat pools or whatever. Or no, Guilty Gear, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
Because he had a bunch of games, man. So who knows what Leo was playing?
That many games, dude. That's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Crazy.
He had to be up early in the morning, so that's why we actually got the ibuprofen in the first place. But anyways, we woke up around noon, and we were kind of just like booking it, and we grabbed some pizzas along the way, and just
Cwiet had his pizza sandwich.
Yeah, he had like two sandwiches. He had two pizzas,
like a slice of cheese and like another random.
It was like a 4-cheese pizza, and like he had like a barbecue chicken pizza, and he just slapped them. He slapped them together, and he just shoved in his mouth pretty much at once. As we were getting to the
sandwich, man.
Yeah, he ate like a sandwich, and I had mine, and he had his, and all that stuff, and we actually and we took a lift there, and then we actually were able to get there relatively on time. And Keeters got into his pool, and I
got in my pool right away and went like 2 and 2, which was pretty good. Considering that I didn't practice at all, I should have, but I was like too busy doing commissions and like I was like having too much fun painting, so I didn't want to. I actually didn't want to play. It's like everyone's like telling me like, "Yo, Keys, why are you ducking me at this game or that game?" I was like, "I don't want to play, dude. I want to draw. I'm not like I'm an artist first and foremost, and then I'm a fighting game player. Like I'm gonna draw. If you ask me, if you give me an opportunity to draw my own shit or draw work on stuff like paint, and you ask me to play games, I'm gonna paint first and then play games, you know. So like, yeah, I was like I didn't practice, but I didn't practice at all, and I actually probably should have because I went 2-2, which is like actually better than I thought. I thought I was gonna go 0-2 to be honest, but I was lucky enough that the first guy I fought was a crazy esports motherfucker, Ermac player. It was pretty good. He bodied me 0-2 like super free, almost perfect, almost perfect. One of the games. It was pretty bad. It was like balling, and then I went up against a Jackie player. I pretty much demolished him, like double perfect him. The second game I double perfected him. So I was like, yeah, I got chops. I can play the game, right? And then the third guy was a Kano player. I don't know what it is about the Kano Molina matchup, but it's a really fun matchup for me. But I ended up taking that. I took that 2-0. He was about as good as I was, but I think kind of in the same place. Probably fairly competent, like mid-level player, but not enough to be like a high level, like a high level player. And then but probably didn't practice, just here to have fun. And we both dropped our game-winning combos, but I clutched it out a little better than he did, so I ended up winning both games. But not by a landslide. It was like pretty close. And then the last player I fought against was a Predator player, Hishkutin Predator, and I figured out some cool stuff in that matchup. So if you guys play Mortal Kombat X, Predator has the disc that he likes to throw, and it basically becomes like free jumping because you can't jump. If you jump against a disc, you basically eat like a 20-30% damage air combo. It's like feels bad, man, right? But as Molina, you can just roll under it, and like most Predators want to just jump they want to jump because you can't do anything. If they try to jump, you get hit. And if you walk forward, you're gonna eat the jump in, right? But I would just roll. As soon as I saw the disc, I would just roll immediately. I was like, oh, I can just get under that shit. So I would roll, and like the first round, I beat him pretty cleanly. And he was like, yo, that's a really good option as Molina. I was like, yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, man. I've practiced this matchup before, kind of, but against a much less optimal variant of Predator. And then the second round, he just adapts, and he beat me like. I took a round, and then he took two back, and it was like really clean. And then the very last round, it was like pretty close, but he clutched it out in the end. I was like, damn it, but I can't get salty if it's a good game. Like I never get salty if I lose in the good games, and that was a lot of fun. I was like, I got their PSNs, and hopefully I'll get to play more games with those two guys. It was a lot of fun. But that was like pools for me. And unfortunately, because my pools was going on at the same time as Smash 4 Grand Finals, because fuck the way EVO treated Smash 4 this year.
Oh yeah,
it
was super shitty. It was super shitty.
I have a lot of words to say about that, but I think I'm gonna wait till Cwiet gets back on the podcast. Just to save some time.
Right.
But I ended up missing the grand finals of Smash 4 because they put it in the morning, like Saturday morning, which is a terrible, terrible time slot for like the game that has more entrants, the most entrants after Melee and Street Fighter.
Yeah, Street Fighter.
Like that's fucked up,
That is fucked.
And the call could have been avoided if Pokken wasn't there, but I'm not gonna complain about Pokken because it's gonna take too long.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. You want to go if you want to go in on it, you can. I don't want to take too long.
Yeah,
I don't want to eat up like my hard drive again.
Oh yeah, yeah. Pretty much like, oh my gosh. I mean, I've kind of said it already, but like, it's pretty much like not EVO worthy quality, and like, it's
and
just.
It costs other games too.
Yeah, and it just took up
a little bit. Like,
it just took up room, and that could have been Smash 4 pools, but no, they just took up. And also not to mention those pools weren't even just they were kind of just there to be seats to watch other games.
At a certain point, like the Pokken stations were empty, and people were not playing friendlies. They were using those stations to watch Melee. That's
Yeah.
sad. That's really sad. And like, I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, at Melee, the Melee community, like they tend to do that sometimes or all the time or whatever." Like, that's not the point. Like,
Mm.
the point is, nobody's playing Pokken. Nobody cares about Pokken.
Pokken,
You know?
yeah.
So I'm not gonna call it Pokken. It's not a Pokemon game. I'm just kidding. It's all Pokken. But it's like, cause like
Pokken.
I don't know. But like I can't like, it's not. Nobody cared about that game, dude. And
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah,
it made
but
KI run forever.
yeah.
Oh,
It
we
took
ended
up-
up. Well, congratulations, guys. I ended up talking about Pokemon anyways.
Yeah, but
I
like,
ended up
but
playing it anyways. But
yeah, but anyways, like, yeah, it just took up way too much time. It took up like plus 2 hours, and it was just ridiculous, man. And it wound up not even being that hype either. It was just It was dead. It was pretty much dead. And you know what's funny? I have to point this out. There was one of the games or matches where because of the way Pokken tournament is set up, you have to go online. You can't. There's no local, split screen or like, which is so stupid. So you have to connect You have to have two consoles. So hey, which means cost more money, and then you have to have them connect online, and you have to search for each other, and then you can fight. But but with the netcode not being perfect and all that, there was a time where there was a match going on. Disconnect.
Okay. No,
Disconnect.
it wasn't just any. Dude. It wasn't any match. It was actually the grand finals match.
Oh yeah. I meant to. I forgot
was
to
the
mention.
grand
It was
finals
one of the grand finals, and the fucking match just disconnected. And oh my god, and
So stupid.
I just couldn't imagine how pissed those players were.
Dude, everyone was laughing, dude. Everyone
And there was like,
"Hey!"
because oh my
yeah,
god.
fuck this game. $10. Fuck you, $10.
Oh man.
Granted, $10 is the reason why Melee is at EVO, but still,
God, this is how it's
still
just
upsetting.
it
Dumb.
just irks me how dumb it is, man.
So
like-
stupid, man.
Pokken could have been so much better, but just I don't know. I have a lot of complaints about it, but I don't want to go in too much
I think
into
everyone in the FGC has a lot of complaints about Pokken.
it. Yeah, like it's.
Anyway,
Anyways,
let's talk about happier stuff.
Yeah. So meanwhile, I mean, there was Ki on the side, and there was Street Fighter on the side, and I saw Momochi got timed out, and he was put into losers by a fucking sim. I was like, damn, dude.
That's pretty funny.
Fuck.
I got to meet up with a fellow Skullgirls player, one of the top Skullgirls player, which is pretty cool. Mega Man DS, who was who works at 86, which is pretty cool because I ran into him once online, and I found out we played some games, and he would beat me pretty cleanly with his B team, and then I added him and started talking to him. I was like, oh shit, I recognize your name, dude. You're a top player, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, and meanwhile, I went to go and help Max with the other sign up or
signing,
meet up or whatever.
yeah.
The signing.
the signing, yeah.
Yeah, for for that, and I was once again filming and kind of just like helping out here and there and stuff like that, and you even showed up at some point
Yeah,
too.
I mainly went there to say hi to Steve and Kenny because they're my homies.
Yeah,
They're my
homeboys.
homies,
Yeah.
You know, they came out to hang out with me in like Burbank when they totally didn't have to. That's cool. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
But oh yeah, and then Cwiet and I actually ended up meeting Esam, Tiny
Oh, yeah.
very own Esam, which is one of my favorite smashers. And it's
Yeah,
funny
didn't you,
because
like-
on Friday,
you-
I forgot to mention that. On Friday, Chris and I met Esam. We ran into him. I was talking about him. I think we were talking about Esam, and then all of a sudden, like, yo, speaking of Joe, it's Esam, dude. He's like, yay! And then we high-fived him.
I
He
saw
looked
that
super
shit.
tired. And I was like, dude,
Yeah,
I was like telling
he
my
was
dude,
super
I remember
mellow,
I saw you
dude.
Smash Summit, dude. You were like my hero. Like, dude, that 3 stock against Armada was sick. And he was like, actually, this is 2 stock. It's like, oh, doesn't matter. And he was like, yeah, that's pretty good. And then he just like left. And he was like, dude, he looks hella tired. And I was like, kind of worried because top players usually act like that when they've like just lost, like they just got like lost. They just like lost or something. And I look on his Twitter and it's like he just got eliminated from Melee, and I was like, oh fuck, man, that was a bad time.
Yeah.
But we hung out with him the next day. We got to have a picture. We had a picture with Esam, and Esam like totally photobombed us. He totally
Nice.
photobombed us. He started off with a normal looking picture, and then he started like puffing up his cheeks and doing the raspberries, and we didn't even notice. It was
Nice.
pretty funny. But
Yeah.
Esam's awesome. He's like one of my favorite players.
Nice.
He's one of my favorite smashers, and we got to meet. I got to meet. I want like I was like I it was like he was like one of the people who I wanted to shake his hand.
And
Because
remember? Do you remember? Yeah, it was on Friday. It was on Friday when we were at the on the first time on the EVO floor. Fucking we saw Gutex, right, and then after that fucking infiltration just passed in
yeah,
front of
just
you,
like
and
he
you're
was
and
like
then
right in
Cwiet
front
was
of my
just it's just like,
face.
yo, that's infiltration.
Yeah, no, I was like, dude, it's Z, because like I watch a lot of Z's like one of my favorite commentators on
yeah,
in the Street Fighter scene.
Street Fighter,
And then
yeah.
fucking he walks by, he passes by, and then infiltration passes right in front of him. He's like, yo, dude, it's infiltration. And I also passed by Shen too, which like Shen's like one of my favorite.
I passed by Shen too.
I wish I got like a photo with him because he's like
Yeah.
really one of my favorite players. He's probably my favorite Street Fighter 4 player.
Oh yeah.
After like Mise and Makoto and Haitani and whatnot, and
Mhm.
infiltration of course. But yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, but back on to Saturday. What was it? After the signing, I was hanging out with JJ, and we were just talking about stuff, and then you guys were.
Chris and I went to go get dinner because we were pretty hungry
Yeah.
at that point, and it was like,
Oh wait,
we wanted
hold on,
to like
hold on. Before that, we watched. We actually watched the melee pool, and we saw Yoshi. And we were just like
Yoshi
part of
though.
that crowd. We were part of that crowd. We were just like, oh shit! And because that Yoshi, Yoshi beat a fox, dude. Holy shit!
Dude, Pluto the Planet dude is my hero. He
Yeah.
may not be Amsa. He might not be as good as Amsa, but my god, that was hype to watch.
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie though, it was like, that brings up another grievance I kind of had with Evo, and I don't know if this is one that could be avoided, but like it's my first Evo. I'm really used to hearing commentary with the games, right? And
Yeah.
like the nice thing about that is you can also hear the crowd kind of going off too. Like it's a bit of the fall off, but like the thing that kind of sucks about having everything in one room. So everyone shares everyone shares the main stage, and I kind of dislike the setup because with this, the audio, like, you can't have commentary audio, because it's just gonna bleed.
Yeah.
You're gonna have like you're gonna have like literally like 6 people talking over each other, because it's 2 commentators per game, and it's like 3 games on stage, and
Yeah.
you're gonna have 6 people talking over each other. You're never gonna know who's talking about what, and it is one thing to be in the crowd and like get hype and everything, but I kind of wish I could hear the commentary, and I don't know if that could have been avoided. I think that's like a
Oh
venue
yeah,
thing.
that's just like pools. That's just how it is.
Yeah.
And even last year we didn't hear the commentary during grand finals.
Yeah.
So
That's kind of
yeah.
a bummer, because like commentary is such like an integral part of like
Yeah.
of like a game. I don't know if
Mhm.
other majors are like this. I'll have to see when I go to SCR this year.
Yeah.
But like commentary is such a big part. It's part of what makes like a game like kind of esports, so to say. But also it brings a lot of hype too.
Mhm.
So like for me, it was really strange just to watch the game without commentary. But that's just me. That's like one of my own personal grievances. I don't know if it's something they can fix or not.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's kind of what I thought about. That's like the thing I thought of, because I remember it was like, man, dude, this Yoshi versus Fox match is like super hype. But I really wish I knew what Toph was saying right now.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Toph and Scar are my favorite commentators. They're like easily my favorite commentators.
And
Yeah.
even during that too, like you put out a tweet about like, if you want to meet, we're
that was
at
pretty
melee pool, we're watching melee pool, if you want to come
Fucking-
say hi, we're here and stuff like that. And then fucking this guy.
Actually, this was on Friday. This was actually on Friday when I remember that.
Was it on
'Cause I
Friday?
yeah, it was on Friday, because
Oh, okay. Oh yeah,
so
because
the story that happened, this pool event, this Yoshi pool, this actually happened on Friday, not on Saturday.
Yeah.
So I think Chris, Sean, and I are sitting there. We're watching Melee Pool, watching this hype Yoshi match, I sent out the tweet, yo, we're watching melee pools, we're just kind of chilling for a while, and like this guy comes up to me, like I was like, I don't know who he is. None of us know who he is. And he's like, starts talking to me. He's like, yo, dude, yo, Keeters, Buddy Life has your stuff, so if you're like Buddy Life friend has your stuff, so you just go look for refuge down the pools and whatnot. I was like, all right, cool. And he just starts having a conversation with us after that, and it's like he never introduces himself. I'm like, all right,
Yeah, right.
Just, like, I was like, all right, bye. And then, like I turned to Chris, was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Sorry.
And we were like, who the fuck was he? And then later at Max's panel, like he comes up and starts talking to me again. I was like, and so we have like a casual conversation, like and whatnot. And then I was like, oh, I'm being a dick. Like I never properly introduced myself to you. I am Keeters. He's like, oh yeah, I know. Guess who I am? I'm like, he points at his button. He points at the fucking like emo Sapo button that he has. I'm like, you fucking asshole.
I know. Yeah, I saw that too.
Actually, no, that wasn't my. Actually, no, my first response was like, oh fuck, I'm so sorry, dude. I feel so bad. And it was like, no, don't worry about it. I'm doing this on purpose. I'm like, you fucking asshole. I'm so triggered right now. So, that's when I learned like Scrub Pool is like pretty much a troll. He's like an absolute troll, but like
Yeah.
that's just how. But that was pretty funny. He got me like shout out to Scrub Pool though. Like he was trying to hook me up with a grand finals ticket, but didn't get it. Unfortunately, someone else sold his ticket, so it gave me a faceplate. But then, which I traded to Splice Helix for grand finals tickets. So shout out to Splice Helix for getting me into grand finals, because the Sunday grand finals at Mandalay Bay. Because I was gonna buy a ticket. but
It was too late.
They sold out before I get to it. So kind of sucked for me. But I got it anyways, and thanks to thanks to both of them, and I deeply appreciate it because Sunday made everything worth it. But,
yeah.
But
back on to Saturday night, Saturday. So I was hanging out with JJ, and then you, Cwiet, were getting food, and then
we were gonna get Nate's. We would get the $5 hot dog, no dollar water, because I don't know how much drinks cost there, so I'm just gonna say that. Like we were gonna get hot dogs, but the line for Nate's was super fucking long. So, but then we ran to Steve, and I think Scrubpool was there too. Like Steve, Scrubpool, Ravella was there for a little bit, and a few other people.
Yeah.
A few other people. Keonix, I believe, was there. J Kid was there. J Kid and his lovely wife and their kid.
Yeah.
And I said this before. I'm very envious of J Kid that he has a very lovely wife who not only is willing to take him to go with him to EVO with their kid, but also plays Pokemon Go. I feel like that's I was like, that's my life goal one day. But shout outs to J Kid, by the way, he's a homie. Yeah, we ran into Steve, and basically we got Chris and I got our dinner, and we hung out with Steve for a while. Steve and I think it was Steve and Subscript Snake. Shout out to Subscript Snake. Like, they were goofing around, and they did like they were swan diving onto seats and shit. And like I think one of them swan dived onto the floor. And I was like, that can't be comfortable. I don't know what the fuck they were doing, but they were just jumping around, being Steves, I guess.
Yeah.
And then they invited us. Steve invited all of us over to Helix's room to play some Street Fighter 5 casuals. And the funny thing that happens, like we're all there, Hawk gets over there. Sean gets there later. And then like Knights, Imperious Mex was there.
Quincy was there.
Quincy was there. I think Scrubpool was there. Yin Yang Raiden was there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Yang Raiden as well. And Imperious Max and all those guys I just said and whatnot. And like, we were getting ready to play casuals. Knights returns, takes out his fancy ass DSLR, and we take a really fancy selfie. Immediately after that happens, Steve gets a call from Kenny. He's like, yo dude, Steve, where you at? He's like, I'm at Helix's place. And he's like, dude, you're supposed to be at the show. The show started. He's like, oh shit. And like we didn't really hear the entire phone conversation, so it's like this was after Steve also brought his giant bottle of
it was Jameson.
His bottle of fucking Jameson. Is that Scotch? What is that? Like
it's whiskey. It's
whiskey.
It's whiskey.
Pretty good whiskey, right? And he brings his bottle of Jameson, and is it good whiskey? I don't know. I don't know my liquor that well.
It's
But,
alright. I mean, it might be just
I'm a beer guy. I know my beers. I
yeah.
don't know my liquors. But,
I think it's just like pretty decent whiskey. But anyways, so
he brought over like after bringing over his alcohol, which God
Yeah.
knows. I think Helix kept it or something. Probably sold it. He probably like sold it to the black market or sold it.
yeah.
And then like.
That was probably. Then you know what? That was probably the tip for the maid. So.
Probably the tip for me, yeah, Jameson.
Yeah.
Because God knows what they have to do with working at the fucking hotel.
Because I know Helix doesn't drink, so yeah, he no. Anyways.
But yeah, like he gets this call from Steve, but we don't hear the whole phone call. But Steve does this fucking Steve thing after inviting us all, a bunch of us, over to play casuals at
Yeah.
Helix's. And just without saying a word, just leaves out of nowhere.
Yeah, he didn't even say like, oh, I gotta go, bye, anything like that.
He was like, he was like, oh, I'll be right back or something like that. And he just
Yeah.
and he was like, and we were just like, oh, okay, and like, all right, cool. I guess Steve will be back later. And then like an hour later, it's like, guys, where did Steve go?
Yeah.
We're like, dude, where the fuck did Steve go? Then we came up with we all started
ducking.
giving him shit on Twitter.
Like ducks, yeah.
We came up with a new hashtag that was based upon a mural that we found in Hawks area.
Yeah, it was in San Pedro. We passed by this mural called quote unquote Hadouken because it was spelled without the O, so it's like
It was Hadouken.
Hadouken, yeah. So
basically,
we all came up with Hadouken, hashtag Hadouken. So we were just like it was like tweeting out to Steve with the hashtag Hadouken, shit like that, and just
Steve,
try
Infinite SGE invites us all to play Street Fighter V casuals at Helix's room and then leaves. Hashtag Hadouken. So it was pretty good.
Yeah.
And, I pretty much gave him shit. We have not stopped giving him shit about that since. It was every time we're on a stream, every time I'm on a stream, I bring it up at least once.
Hadouken.
Because he Hadoukened all of us, dude. He Hadoukened as a special move, man. When he does, because Ryu's, because Steve's a fucking Shoto. When he does the fireball, he does Hadouken and the duck comes out. The Donald Duck comes out. That's Steve.
Yeah.
I think Cwiet's gonna do fan art of that soon. So
I hope so. But anyways, so we're yeah. But even without Steve, we were still playing Street Fighter 5 casuals and fucking. It was pretty much like Bird Hermes and Helix that were just really good because of course they're both tournament players, so kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, despite that, we were all having fun and it was all good fun. And then we were actually watching finals and pools for Street Fighter 5, and then finals for KI, and then they announced Idol for KI, and then we saw fucking cool. Yeah, and then we saw what was it, Daigo and Justin Wong in losers. And it was like
I called out. Everyone called out that Justin Wong was gonna win.
Oh, and yeah, we even threw money in there too.
That we were never able to split up because there's a disproportionate amount of people voting for Justin, and there wasn't enough change.
Yeah.
Because we all know how washed up like Daigo. No, he's not washed up. We all know he's kind of out of it in Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
But I think the only two people voting for Daigo were Subscript Snake and Steve.
Yeah.
One of them happens to be Team Valor, haha. But anyways, guess who? What? No, I'm just kidding. I think the rest of us were like, no, Justin's gonna win. He's won so many tournaments this year. He's not like, there's no way he's gonna lose to Daigo because Justin's just like, I think he 2-0'd Daigo too.
Did he? Yeah, I think he did.
Was it 2-1 or was it 2-0? I think I could have sworn it was a 2-0, but it was like a pretty convincing victory.
Yeah.
It wasn't a blowout, but it was very convincing.
Yeah, it was always close between the rounds. So, yeah.
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 But
and then that happened. And then we started to find out like all these people were out of fucking out of the tournament. Like Tokido was out, and then Momochi was out, and then
eliminated.
Yeah.
Shen was eliminated.
Yeah, and then.
Ricky
Balrog, Balrog, and like Ricky Ortiz, Marn,
F Champ, Yeah, F Champ's a pretty big one, but honestly, not that surprised because everyone's figuring out Sim now.
Yeah. And then, God, like, who else? Yeah, and then of
I don't
course,
know.
yeah,
Basically speaking, the top 10 ranked Capcom Pro Tour players outside of Infiltration and Fudo all got eliminated, and that to me is
yeah,
insane. That to
yeah,
me is like just so insane. Uh,
yeah,
'Cause it's like, Justin Wong has been winning everything. Takedo has been getting consistent second places like everywhere,
mm-hmm,
and like both of them are gone.
yeah,
Mochi's out.
mm,
Mochi got knocked out, and like I was like also really crazy. Julio didn't make it, but yeah,
and then oh yeah,
that's
also Snake. Not to mention Snake
Snake
Eyes,
Eyes. He's
and then
deep, so
Itabashi. Yeah,
yeah, all these like really crazy players like got eliminated. And that's just the nature of Evo. But the kind of crazy thing is though is the people that made top eight are names that you haven't really heard of that often. Like
yeah,
I've known about Elijah for a while because I watched
mm,
Excellent Adventures. I've known
yeah,
about Nemo because he made top eight at a Capcom Cup this year, and no, excuse me, last year, and he was like a Rolento player that blew up Daigo a few times,
mm,
and and he's also he did a $3,000 money match with F Champ and Marvel, so I know these players. I know
yeah,
about Eita. I know about Eita. I think he's like Tokido's like sparring partner for the Ken matchup,
mm-hmm,
um, and whatnot. But like a lot of these other players, like they're not people you would like pegged to be for top eight.
yeah,
Like certainly not Li Joe. That was a big surprise.
mm,
So proud of him. I was shocked. I was like pleasantly surprised to hear that he got in.
mm,
Certainly not uh I don't know who I was not expecting Ida or Nemo because I
yeah.
haven't heard from them here, and I don't even know who the other two players were. Like
Goichi, and then
Goichi.
Goichi, and then there was one more that I can't
Yeah,
pronounce, but
solid players, but not highly publicized players. So you're just like
yeah,
to see the top eight was like really a shocker. It's like because you look at Evo, it's at Street Fighter 4, it's mostly the same people. Like Ricky Ortiz, P.O. Balrog,
mm,
Infiltration, Shen, Daigo,
yeah,
Fudo, Gak,
Takedo, yeah,
Takuto, um, I already said Infiltration. And
yeah,
then Haitani
mm,
made it once. Bonchan. Oh, Bonchan's a big contender.
yeah,
Like you always see the same people in Street Fighter 4 like get top 8 this year. But like this year, like even with like maybe it's because the Japanese players haven't been traveling that much. But this year was just like it just seems like Nemo came out of nowhere, and then Eita came out of nowhere, and then Goichi came out of nowhere, and uh, who's that Chun player? I don't remember anymore.
yeah. I know.
No one remembers
Uh,
Chun player, dude. Then like it's like all these other players like sort of just came out of nowhere. Like Fudo Infiltration, I expect them.
mm,
Infiltration is Infiltration. He's like undisputed best in the game, and Fudo is one of the Japanese gods. He would definitely be in top eight.
right.
But like all these other players, like I mean Nemo made top eight last year at in Street Fighter 4, so not that big of a surprise.
Mm,
Just haven't
yeah.
heard from a while. But these other players, like they're not
Really?
the ranking
Yeah.
players. So it's like it
Yeah.
was a surprise to me.
Mm.
Uh,
But
but
yeah,
yeah,
so
that
we
was
just we found out that we were all like fucking shocked and shit. And but yeah, after all that, me and Bird didn't get food, so we had to go out for dinner. And then we went to the oh no, we were walking to
we
the
took the metro
Excalibur.
again, I think.
We took the
I think we
metro,
took the metro actually. We
and then we were
why?
walking to. Hmm?
Oh, we took the metro because there was too many of us trying to get back, so
Yeah,
there was
so
not.
yeah, we took the metro, and then we were walking there to the Excalibur for the food court, but
Yeah,
we were about to go up the stairs for this bridge, right? But like
yeah,
we saw a this group of young drunk people that just came out from the club, it looked like, and then they bumped
yeah,
shoulders with this black hobo looking guy who was also like he was wasted, and like and the black dude was really pissed off, and so he was like calling him out, he gave him shit, and then he they're pretty much like going at it, right, like verbally, and
yeah.
then like Yeah, and the group was like trying so hard not to hit him, but they're just like they're reaching to that
They're fighting
point.
on a fucking stairway, man.
Yeah, yeah,
The fucking stairway. It's so like that is the dumbest place to fight because
yeah.
like here's the thing. You're on a stairway. If you're not careful, like most people are pretty careful, or like it's in your it's in your muscle memory, so you don't do this. But like when you're
Mhm.
drunk and in a fight, you make one wrong move, you fall over, you break your neck, you're dead.
Yeah, and unfortunately
Like,
the
yeah,
hobo was on the lower ground, so yeah,
yeah. So like those teens are going to lose if those younger guys they're going to lose if they try to pick a fight. And like here's an interesting statistic for you. You know those things in the ocean called sharks that everyone's afraid of for some stupid reason because of some one Hollywood movie. Uh, more people die to falling downstairs than they do to sharks. That's a thing.
Yeah,
Breaking your neck while falling down the stairs is a thing. It's an actual thing that can happen. And when you're drunk and you're doing that, when you're a dumbass, a complete idiot, like trying to pick a fight on a stairway, on a very crowded stairway, you're not only endangering yourself, but you're endangering a ton of other people. And fucking stupid. And that
yeah,
triggered me. You know how like being up at like 4 in the morning and there's no parking spot in Vegas is shitty that triggered you? That fight
yeah,
triggered me. And
yeah,
I
yeah.
was like
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
we had to go, the other way, man. And then
yeah,
like,
Bird and Hermes just fucking like didn't care. He just like pushed through them. And I was gonna follow Bird, but then like we were walking up, and then I heard a bottle like clink down the stairways, and I was just like, no, fuck this shit, I'm done.
yeah, yeah,
Somewhere along the way, someone yelled Volt Star, so I think
yeah,
Snake and I
and
in a Volt Star film, or in a Volt
and
Star
yeah, and then
video.
people were filming on their fucking smartphones and shit. So yeah, the show was going
So,
down, and
like I don't know,
yeah,
maybe
we're just
call
like, no, we didn't want any of that. So we're just like, fuck it, we just went
yeah, we should get away.
yeah, and
So,
yeah, but it could have. I think it would have gone the other way, but I think that Black Hobo had the disadvantage. They could have just pushed him down. He would have broken his neck. But anyways.
yeah, but like
Yeah.
it's just like like
Either way,
and
either way, picking a fight at a stairway is like, really, come on,
don't do that.
don't do
Like
that.
at this point, I was like super triggered, and like I was not drunk. The big problem was I wasn't drunk, and I was already really irritated. And
Yeah,
every time I brushed elbows with someone else, I would just get a giant shock. So I was just
yeah,
so
dude,
I was
fucking
cursing like a sailor on the way back, and we got
yeah,
mega lost. And I was
yeah,
like, dude, look at this shit. I'm not drunk, and we were getting hella lost. So yeah, I need more
yeah,
alcohol. I need alcohol to get through this stupid ass city.
hmm
And like there was these Chinese parents with their daughter walking by, and I was like, I was like still swearing. I didn't give a crap. I was like, come on, you don't bring your kid. Don't bring your Chinese kid to Vegas. That's like the last place they should be. Like
yeah,
everything's like deceptively colorful. Like they want to go to the slot machines, but the problem is it's a trap. And like these kids don't know any better. They're not gonna learn. It's bad for them. And
right,
like ugh, but like I was just like, by the time we got to the Excalibur, I was just like, there was just like this dark aura oozing around me. I was just like, I hope everyone else I hope my anger and my just grumpiness and just all like, I hate Vegas, like, is so contagious that everyone else around me just starts getting super angry and starts like cursing out Vegas as well. I was so upset. I
hmm
was so upset tonight. But then we got food at Excalibur and it was fine.
yeah. I
Thanks.
got some Popeyes. You got some.
I also got Popeyes, but like I gave you an extra dollar. I gave
For
you
that
$1
chicken.
so you can get one chicken tender that I can eat,
Yeah.
and then I had myself some mashed potatoes and biscuit. Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Heck ever,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
And,
That
oh, it was so good.
Popeyes. Yeah. Popeyes save of the day.
Actually makes me want to get some fried chicken. Shit, man. I'm makes me hungry thinking about it. Oh,
But
oh.
I don't
anyways.
think any place is open right now.
Well, it probably
Hey,
in
man,
Hawaii.
I
But
can bike to the Jack in the Box around here. I don't know. I'm not gonna do that. That's in
Nah.
Irvington. That's gonna take me an hour to bike to. That's dangerous.
I can probably drive. Oh yeah, I can drive to a Taco Bell and get some food. But anyways, no, we're not gonna do that.
Yeah, let's not talk.
Uh,
Please not talk about food right now. I'm getting
Yeah,
hungry again.
yeah. So what was it like? Oh yeah. So after that was pretty much it. We kind of went back to our place, and
Yeah.
what was it? Next day, it was that was finals, right? So
Yeah, those finals.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, we got there. We woke
Yeah,
up.
we
We woke up
we
after
woke
like
up we
three
woke
hours
up
of
ri-
sleep.
yeah we woke up and pretty much like got out by 7 o'clock, and Imperious Max was holding down the seats for us, and shout outs to
Shout
him.
outs to Imperious Max. Yeah.
Imperious Max, like he was definitely the MVP of the day, and
Yeah.
yeah, he held down
Although
those
he probably
seats.
didn't have to, because no one went to. Well, I mean, probably didn't have to save seats early, because fucking MKX, no one was watching it, which is
Yeah,
sad.
there was barely any people there, but like
Which
I
is
don't
sad
know.
because it was probably to me that was the second best event.
Yeah, people were kind of missed
Um,
out, sort of, in my
like
opinion, because
like
uh
there the stories, man, the fucking stories, dude. Like first of all, Ermac. If anyone's watching NRS the MK scene, Ermac is not considered a high two character. Is not considered a top two character. He may be now, but like he's not like everyone's always like, oh, he's mid high. He's like really good options, but they're super unsafe, you know. So it's like a 50-50. It's a 50-50, which if he guesses wrong, he dies for it. He pays for it.
mhm,
Just like Melina. So, Irma is our big D, EVG big D, I
mhm.
think that's his team. Made top three, which was crazy. Or no, he made top four. He made top four, which is insane. You got, PG Scar, the one and only, so far the only guy this year aside from Fox the Grandpa who could contest Sonic Fox. Speaking of which, we didn't see Foxy Grandpa in grand finals, which was in
No.
top eight. Insane. You got my San Jose homies, Sierra Wound Cowboy and Yomi Michelangelo, who unfortunately both went seventh. But props to them for getting top eight. I love my NorCal. I love my San Jose homies.
Yeah.
We have what was it? Sonic Fox, of course, and
Oh, Tekken
who the
Master.
fuck is Tekken Master, dude? This
He
guy
came
comes
out of
out of
nowhere,
nowhere.
dude.
Comes
He
out of
comes he
nowhere.
comes from he comes from like this like Middle Eastern country, and just like, oh my god, out
Yeah,
of
he
nowhere
bodied
with
like
that Kodo
who
with that
fight?
Kodo yeah.
He bodied Wound Cowboy, who's crazy because Wound Cowboy is one of the best players. It's like that's not no surprise that he made top eight. Like he's
Yeah.
super good. He bodies Wound Cowboy. He goes ahead up against what was it? I think he went against like who else was in winners? It was like Sonic Fox and Scar, I think. Well,
Yeah.
Sonic Fox and Scar. Then I think no. Yeah, it was Sonic Fox and Scar, Wound Cowboy, and Tekken Master. Bodies Wound Cowboy, moves on, and he has to fight I think he has to fight Sonic Fox. Gets sent to the losers, and then he ends up fighting Scar, I think, and then he
Mhm.
gets a pretty close set. No. He goes to he goes to, wait, how did he go? Yeah, he was in losers final. And then like Big D and Scar duke it out, and Big D wins, which is pretty crazy because Scar is like an incredible player with
Mhm.
that Demolition Sonya, and then Big D and Tekken Master go and duke it out, and then Tekken Master wins. It goes to grand finals, and then fucking resets the bracket with Sonic Fox like pretty convincingly too. Like
Yeah.
it was 2-3, but like it was like a really close 2-3. But like
Mhm.
I mean it was like no, actually no, I won't. I don't have a call. I'm not gonna call it a close 2-3. That was actually a convincing 2-3.
Yeah.
Like at the very end, like he cleanly beat Sonic Fox
Sonic
with
Fox.
with a
Kodo
Kodo
Khan.
at the end.
He made him
With the
take us the hat.
Make him took off, dude. That was probably the second most hype
Finals.
like thing that happened at
Yeah.
EVO because like
Yeah, moment, yeah.
dude, the thing we know about Sonic Fox, he's always cool, collected. He feels like he believes he's always going to win, and the best quality about him, man, he's super confident and that he never loses, he never cracks, and
Mhm.
he got pretty close to cracking, man. It was pretty
Yeah.
crazy. Like no one's ever made Sonic Fox work like that. Like
Mhm.
people have taken sets off. People have beat him in tournament before or taken sets off of him, but no one's ever made him work. And they made him work. Tekken Master made him work. And I
Yeah.
think Sonic Fox did the really smart thing about switching to Alien at the end.
Mhm.
Kind of an anticlimactic victory, but considering that he doesn't get even around, he doesn't get a game to adapt. Tekken Master won't get a game to adapt to the Alien, so like just basically a win button. But like pretty smart move regardless.
Mhm.
But like the fact that he had to resort to that at the end, I was like, that says something.
Yeah.
That says a lot about Tekken Master, and like apparently he's like an old school player who just kind of changed his name and whatever, but like really no one was like if you've been watching the NRS scene, no one was really like paying attention to him. No one knew who he was.
Mhm.
No one like most people didn't know who he was, and that was like really crazy.
Yeah,
But,
and he got second though.
he got second, and that was like, and that's the thing that sucks is that, um, that was the first event. That was the morning slot, and
Yeah.
I feel like Mortal Kombat this year was a lot more exciting than Marvel, a lot more exciting than Marvel vs. Capcom 3,
Yeah.
and I think a little bit more exciting than it was more exciting than Guilty Gear in my opinion.
Mhm.
But Guilty Gear was pretty good too. But
Yeah.
yeah. But it just kind of sucked that Mortal Kombat got shafted this year.
Mhm.
Um, uh, like they didn't handle pools that great. Like not they didn't handle the way they handled the pools was like kind of questionable, and also like getting the earliest time slot like really sucks.
Yeah.
But it was still like super. It was really good, and I wish they should have gotten a later time because I think more people should have seen it.
Yeah.
Regardless
But
of whether or not you think Sonic Fox was going to win, anyways, because when Tekken Master was out, no one knew who was going to win. Actually, nobody
Mhm.
knew, and that was a crazy thing. Until he pulled out the alien, then we were like, oh yeah, Sonic Fox is going to win.
Yeah.
Because he has no time to adapt to that alien.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was MK. I don't know if you have any thoughts on it, but that was like, for me, because I'm a Mortal Kombat player. I think
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
the,
Right.
the main Mortal Kombat player in this group. That's kind of it
No,
was
I think no, I
really
think
cool.
that was even for me. Like I don't like last year. It was like kind of. I actually missed Mortal Kombat Finals. I think. No, never mind. I actually watched it, but I kind of just like, whatever.
Yeah,
It was again. It was. I remember Grand Finals. It was Sonic Fox versus Foxy Grandpa, and I was just like, I didn't really think about it too much, and then like, but this time I was like, oh goddamn, I was kind of edging my
yeah,
seat and just Tekken Master just taking that, we are setting the bracket and shit like that with a Kodo Calm, like, holy shit. He even got brutalities off of him.
yeah. It was pretty crazy, man.
It was nuts. Yeah.
No one does
And
that to the Fox, dude. Nobody
and,
does it
and
to the
Fox took
Fox.
off the hat. I'm like, holy crap.
If
He's
if
taking,
MKX were to have another year though, I'm gonna say he's gonna learn the matchup like right away.
yeah.
But I think this will be the last year that MKX is at EVO, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But that's all right. I think
Mhm.
MKX had a pretty good run.
Yeah, and
I
well, I
wanted I
mean,
want
there's
them to keep supporting the game, but
yeah, but
NRS community. So,
Injustice 2, we got Injustice 2, so we're probably not gonna see
yeah,
Mortal Kombat.
I think Injustice
So,
2 looks kind of cool, but I don't think it's gonna be my game though. I actually
mhm.
don't think it's gonna really be my game,
Yeah.
as I don't have the same kind of attachment. Like, as I don't really like. I'm not a huge on comics, so like,
Yeah.
I'll probably play it and just be like, oh, that's kind of cool, and then probably not touch it afterwards.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, because it's
But
like I don't know, like,
I mean, Zawada here is happy with it because Blue Beetle is in it.
Yep.
yeah. Apparently, some people aren't happy with the way he looks though.
Well,
He looks
Yeah,
cool with the
it's-
helmet though. He looks really awesome with the helmet, but his
Yeah,
face, man.
there's armor options, so I don't see why there should
His
be.
face, man. NRS
Yeah,
needs to work on the modeling, dude.
yeah.
Um,
Same can be said for Wonder Woman, but it's still better than
yeah.
the
well,
first.
well, see, we're complaining about faces, then, when is Ken's gonna get a big ass plastic surgery?
I think didn't they like smooth out his face in story mode or something? I remember he looked a lot better in story mode.
Yeah, in story
Yeah.
mode, but
They haven't they haven't carried that over yet.
Not yet,
like, this
anyway.
is how he can look like, but we're not gonna do it.
It's so easy to just port it over. I don't know why they haven't done it yet.
Yeah. But anyways, what was after MKX exactly? Was it Marvel, or
Marvel.
was it
I
Yeah.
feel like there's not much to talk about Marvel this year because
Yeah.
other than
Chris G
Shima
winning?
Gorath player, dude.
Oh, Shimagorath, yeah.
BT Angelic,
Yeah.
dude. He's
Yeah,
that was
Angelic,
super
yeah.
And
That
I
was pretty
also I really enjoyed Chris RG, not Chris RG, excuse me, Chris G.
Yeah, Chris
and,
G and Justin Wong.
Shout outs to Chris RG as well, but he didn't. I don't think he went to EVO this year. But Chris G and Justin Wong, that's a classic, and they were having
Yeah.
fun.
Mhm.
But my God, Justin Wong's Virgil is so bad. I know why he picks Virgil. He picks it to counterpick Chris G, but still, it's not a very good Virgil. he drops combos and does super basic shit all the time with that Virgil. So it's like I remember Cwiet and I were watching NCR. We were watching Justin Wong play against Chris Hughes. We were like, dude, what? And it's like, why is Justin Wong playing Virgil? He doesn't have a Virgil, and he was like dropping combos and shit. And everyone was like poking fun at his Virgil because it's like it's really not very good. Because we all know Justin Wong what his classic team is capable of, and like I know why he picks Virgil because it's like a counter pick to Morgan and Doom. Like if he touches Morgan or Doom, like they're dead. But still, his Virgil is bad.
Yeah.
But comments on grand finals for Marvel because I feel like it was kind of I felt like Marvel was a little uneventful. Everyone just goes low. Everyone just goes low and then and then we'll do like a tricky like, oh, I'm gonna send you high up. I'm gonna send you into basically a super jump trajectory, and then I'm gonna cross you up, and you're not gonna know which side you're on. Or I'm just gonna keep hitting low, and because people in Marvel don't block, they're just gonna hit. You're just gonna get hit into a long combo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Comments on grand finals.
like I don't know. I mean, Kane Blue River and Chris G. Like yeah, pretty much it was just a counter pick, and Chris G
It
took
was a blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was not so much a
But-
counter pick, but like Chris G's team is just super super good against like Team Big Body, which is unfortunate because KBR is my man. He's my homie. He's my dude.
Mhm.
Shout outs to KBR. He follows me on Twitter, which was pretty cool.
Oh wow.
I should do some art for him sometime. But like that team is just not good against Morgan, Doom, Virgil. This is really not good against that team.
I remember last year KBR just got lucky and he was able to go all the way
He played the brackets. I think he
Yeah.
deserved it. It wasn't that he got like okay. At EVO there is always luck involved. Like look at Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
That is proof that you have to get lucky in a bracket this big. But like he is legit super skilled. Like he beat F Champ really cleanly in a tournament match.
Mhm.
That takes and F Champ was for the longest time undisputed champion of the game until Jay Wong came over and bodied him. But like it's not easy to beat It's not easy to beat F Champ in Marvel. That's putting it lightly.
Yeah.
But yeah, this year though, if Justin Wong had taken it over Chris G, I think grand finals would have been different, and we would have seen either Justin Wong reclaiming the throne, or I don't know. Actually, I don't know about that. I think we would have at least. I think KBR would have made a second EVO win if Justin Wong won.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think it could have gone either way, maybe.
Yeah,
You never know
I
what would
was like, I'm happy for Chris G. I think he deserves the win because he's like kind of like H-Box.
Yeah.
We'll talk about H-Box.
Yeah.
Who's kind of like H-Box who always gets second and is given a lot of shit because he plays a team that's very very neutral heavy and just basically fill the screen with projectiles, and if he catches you, if you get hit in the air with one Solstice, you are dead.
Mhm.
And it's like really hard to do that, but like it's hard to do what he does, but he just does it really well. But like it's not fun to watch.
Yeah.
And if you give him the wrong player, given most players, it's not as fun to watch. But if you put him with like Justin Wong, it's always really hype. But like he deserves it. But like, man, it was not a very entertaining grand finals.
Yeah.
Like, it was such a blowout. Was it a 3-0? I think it was like a 3. I think it was a 3-1. It was pretty bad.
It was no. It's just pretty. It was pretty.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Whatever it was pretty really 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 dominant victory, and I was like, oh, I feel bad for KBR, but that's just the brackets. That's just brackets for you. You just have to get lucky, and hope your counter picks don't get either that or you play a really strong team that has very few weaknesses. That's why Chris G and HBox consistently place second or third or top 8 because of that. But yeah, I guess is that all we have to say about Marvel?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like it's just like oh yeah, Shimagorath is pretty cool. That's next.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my boy Apology Man. My
Apology.
San Jose boy Apology Man. Vineet, the Indian guy with the best faces. He has the best faces, dude. Dude, Apology Man is so funny. He has the best faces. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in top 8, so it's pretty good.
pretty good. You know, he's a contender. He's always top 8 threat in Marvel.
Yeah.
With that fucking Firebrand, corner mix up that no one knows how to block. He doesn't even know which side it's on. So it doesn't- oh my god, fucking Marvel 3, man.
Yeah.
I
that's
But
Marvel.
anyways, yeah, that was Marvel. But
Guilty
you know,
Gear.
I'm you know, yeah. Before we go on to Guilty Gear, I'm personally am glad that Chris G won too, because I always like different people to win. That's like my
Yeah.
little
He's been
mentality.
second for so many times, dude. He deserves it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I could find a tweet, someone posted a tweet when Chris G won, saying like, "Look, guys." I don't know if they were making fun of him, but they're like, "He pulled a Leo DiCaprio. He won,
Yeah.
guys."
No,
Like,
it's not making fun of him. That's like because Leo deserves that fucking Oscar
yeah.
for a very long time, and he did it
But
because
it was just the wording. It was just the wording. So I was like, are you making fun of him?
I don't think he's making fun of Chris G. I think everyone knows he deserves it.
Mhm.
Everyone knows he deserves it, and it's like he's worked as hard as Leo DiCaprio, dude.
Yeah. So, I thought it was cool. I
Congrats on
thought
you.
it was cool to see Chris G win. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But so yeah, Guilty Gear. It was
Lasso Zato won.
Yeah.
Our boy Mullen Pie kind of
Yep, Marlon.
Wow.
died really fast, unfortunately. That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But it was cool. Lasso Zato won. There was Amelia.
Hmm.
There was Amelia, and oh yeah, Kazunoko played Raven. That was interesting to see.
Yeah.
Surprised he's not sticking to Soul Bad Guy, because Soul Bad Guy is like my favorite character, but I don't know.
Hmm.
That Johnny though.
Johnny
Johnny
was.
Doe. Dude, that Johnny was swagging. That white Johnny though.
Yeah.
That white cloak Johnny though. That was so sick, dude. He was so sick.
He got the coin toss and just
Dude,
the,
that's so
the
sick.
swords.
Coin
swords.
toss into swords into an Oki setup of like, okay, I don't know how you're supposed to block this, but everyone gets hit by it.
Yeah. And then meanwhile we have Sin, who just eats and just
Okay,
does
Sin is really cool to watch. He's got some fun combos, but my god, he
Yeah.
does too much damage.
He does way too much damage.
Yeah, I think everyone wanted that Johnny to win, but Sin.
Yeah.
Sin is too good.
Yeah. Sin is too good. Too much damage. But
Was there
I feel
was there anything else in Guilty Gear?
not really.
Not
Yeah.
really.
Not really.
There
It
was just
wasn't
a
as it wasn't as eventful, I would say, like last year, because Oshige popped off way too early last year.
Yeah, I love that. Was so funny.
But he was still
Oh,
like
Wish-
third
I
or
love
whatever.
Wish-
But he
I
was
know.
still like,
I love. Dude, everyone loves Washige.
yeah, Oshige, dude. Oh
It's
man.
funny. You don't expect a Japanese player to do it too. It's really
Yeah.
funny. I guess
Yeah,
it's anime games.
He was,
so I guess.
but he was laughing about it, so it's like, yeah, it's all good.
That's the mentality I want like Smash players to have. That's what like
Mhm.
the mentality that Plup used to have. I think that I feel like in recent years, because he's so good now, he doesn't. Well, we'll talk about
Yeah.
Plup when we do.
Oh yeah. But anyways,
But
Yeah.
that's like a very admirable kind of mentality that I think more top players need to have, to be able to fuck up that badly and just laugh about it, because it's,
Yeah, I know.
it's just the game. That's the infiltration mentality. That's why I love infiltration so much.
yeah.
I love infiltration and I love Shen because like they don't get heartbroken when they lose. They're just like oh it's like, dang it, you got me, All right, good
Yeah.
game. Next one. I'm gonna figure out
Yeah.
the counter pick. Don't you worry about that, right?
Razors,
That's why I love Shen. I love Shen. I love infiltration. Yeah, I love my Razor Boys.
yeah.
Even though they're sponsored by a company where their sticks don't work, but
But anyways,
We'll see
yeah.
that, they're coming.
But yeah, that was Guilty Gear. It was. I wanted that Johnny to win too, but yeah.
it was.
Fuck it.
I feel like it was more eventful than Marvel, so it was good.
Yeah. It was
Better than nothing.
it was getting close. It was getting close, but
it was
Sin.
a lot better than nothing. It was much better than nothing.
It was much better. Oh yeah, we kept saying that too. It's much better than it's
Yeah, we
better than nothing.
were taking so many cracks at my number 9.
Oh my god, we kept saying that so many times.
So many. It's better than nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Guilty Gear.
Mhm.
Next one's a doozy though, Melee.
Melee.
I wish Chris was here to talk about it, dude, because
Yeah.
Cwiet is the guy that I talked to about Smash, because he's a Smash 4 player.
Yeah.
and used to watch a lot of Melee. And I recently started watching Melee. I don't remember why I started watching Melee, but I just did. Like I just started watching like HBox and Mango and Armada and
Mhm.
Mewtwo King and PPMD, you know, and Leffen and Westballs and PPU and SFAT and Axe,
Mhm.
Amsa, you name it, all these top players,
Yeah.
S2J. Oh my boy, dude, my boy
S2J
S2J. Oh my God.
with
So Melee,
that Falcon. Yeah.
the setup for Melee this year, I remember was like, I was like, oh, Melee is probably gonna like people are like, I remember like we were like, a lot of people I think were asking about like, yeah, like should you, uh, who should have the final spot, Smash 4 or Melee? And like I personally believe that both games deserve it. Like look at the entrance, the numbers don't lie,
Mhm.
and that's why I think Smash 4 should have been treated better. But
Yeah.
like Melee, always good storylines though, which is why it's like Marvel 3. It's a legacy game and it has
Mhm.
the best storylines. Although I think the storyline for Marvel 3 has kind of died ever since like Chris G winning is pretty big, but
Yeah.
ever like ever since like a lot of the major players like F Champ and J Wong and Chris G like kind of stopped practicing the game, uh, KBR winning is a big deal. And Team Big Body.
Mhm.
It's the first time an American didn't win Marvel 3, but like ever since then, the Marvel 3 story is kind of like, I don't think people care about it as much now.
Yeah.
Um,
It's not
but
dead, but
but
uh,
Melee is
Melee.
growing, which is crazy, which is nuts. It had more competitors than Smash 4. That's insane.
Mhm. And
Only by a margin, but like it had more than Smash 4.
Melee is the oldest game too in the
Yeah, definitely the oldest game there.
yeah.
So after having these conversations about who deserves it more, I was like, they both deserve it, but I'm gonna say Melee because of the storylines.
Right.
And then like I go on Twitter and I follow a lot of top smashers, a lot of top Melee players like Westballs, S2J, PPU, SFAT, and I see the tweet from S2J, yo, I'm gonna try my best to kick ass and take some names tomorrow. Wish me luck, guys. I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, wait. Our boy Johnny, S2 Johnny, fucking Super Saiyan Johnny.
Yeah.
He's in top 8. What the fuck, dude? What a fucking
Yeah, I
time to be
know.
alive, man. Like, cause Johnny's a great player, right? He's everyone's favorite Captain Falcon player since Hacks quit. Since Hacks went all 20XX and switched to Fox. Johnny and Wizro, our boys Johnny and S2 Johnny and Wizrobe have been, Wizzy. They've been holding down the fort for Captain Falcon. And Captain Falcon's like Makoto, and he's Captain Falcon's the Makoto of the Street Fighter. It's like Captain Falcon in Melee is like Makoto of Street Fighter. It's like the
Mhm.
people's champ because that character is like pretty unsafe and like doesn't have a lot of like it requires a lot of reads. But once he gets that read, oh my god, you blow the opponent up. And that's
Oh
like the
yeah.
sickest thing. It's always a pleasure to watch Makoto play, and it's always a pleasure to watch Captain Falcon players go ape shit, right? So S2J making top 8 is huge. Also because it's fucking S2J, because S2J is an enigma, and kind of he's just kind of this funny person,
Mhm.
funny but very stoic person. It's really weird. But he gets to the top 8. I'm like, oh my god! And then like also my NorCal boy PPU, one half of PewFat, the best doubles team in
Mhm.
Melee, also made it in top 8. I was like, yo, let's go, dude! My boy Kevin Toy. Toy's our boy. He hates it when people say that, but
Oh yeah.
you know, Kevin Toy, the Marth, the myth, the Marth, the myth, the legend.
Yeah.
um, my one of my favorite players as well. Finally broke the 9th place curse and got to top 8 finals, top 8 at EVO. I was like super excited, and then and then everyone else who expected to get in, barring Leffen because of visa issues, got in, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, and the thing I was thinking to myself, I don't think S2J is gonna win. I know how it is. Captain Falcon has a rough time against Sheik, against HBox.
Yeah.
It's just it sucks, man. But man, the first thing I was thinking in the back of my head, yo, what if this is the year that HBox wins EVO, right?
Mhm.
So, and that was like the thing I was like looking forward to. Is like, man, I was the only person I think at the time who I was probably one of the few people who were rooting for HBox when the tournament started, because
Mhm.
everyone was booing HBox at first when he won against Plup.
Yeah, yeah.
And so basically, winners goes. I think what was it? Mango. It was Armada versus Mewtwo King.
Mhm.
We all knew that Armada was gonna take that. I think everyone knew
Mhm.
that, even though we all love Mewtwo King. And then so he gets sent to
Yeah.
losers. Um, the big upset was Plup sending HBox to losers. That was crazy. That
Yeah.
was crazy. And I love Plup is one of my favorite. And I mentioned Plup earlier. Plup is Plup used to kind of a hot shot,
Mhm.
and I kind of liked it when he was a hot shot back then because he was kind of like he was just this he was like he was the new Samus player.
Mhm.
In like 2014, it was like this hotshot Samus player. Beat Hugo Hugs really cleanly 3-0 in like a salty suite at Apex in 2014.
Mhm.
Held down the fort for America and for a while. Eliminated Leffen on many occasions with the Samus. And is considered one of the few people to get really close to breaking the top six. The big six. Like he's very, very close to godhood.
Right.
I would consider him a godhood because he can at Smash Summit he almost beat Mango, like really close. He was really close to
Mhm.
beating Mango.
Yeah.
He's beaten HBox. All he has to do is take down Armada now. And he bodies Leffen. Like Leffen is free to
Mhm.
Plup. It's straight up free. And I think he can probably take M2K pretty well with the Sheik Dittos. But like the thing that I noticed though about Plup though, he does not take losses very well. I don't know what it is.
Mhm.
I think becoming a such a so close to being a top player is like starting to get to him a little bit. Like all that stress of
Yeah.
being like a top 10 player is like really starting to get to him. And like I remember like he was like super frazzled when he fought against Armada in winners finals. And like you saw him switch to Fox, but that didn't really work that well. That sort of
Mhm.
worked, but not really. Like he still lost 3-0 and like he was devastated. And then like when he lost to HBox in losers finals, he was even more devastated. And I
Yeah.
remember like when he lost to Mango at Smash Summit, he said he wanted to quit the game. And I was like, that is not the kind of mentality Smashers should have. And I think the thing about Melee is that is you I don't know if I would say unique, but because Melee has been super grassroots for the longest time, it's not like Street Fighter picked up the esports thing pretty fast. Like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and Marvel, they picked up esports pretty quickly. So they've been like, so I think the players have. I think the players in those games tend to have better mentalities, and they don't take losses as badly. I think, or it doesn't show. It doesn't show like infiltration. Like if you guys remember, if you guys watched Salty Suite last year, infiltration was super drunk and commentating
Yeah.
Street Fighter. And she was commentating the Salty Suite, and I think Z was like, don't you have top 8 tomorrow?" And he's like, "Nah, I don't care. I don't care."
Mhm.
And that was like the funniest thing ever, because like he was just making like dick jokes and gay jokes and everything, and just
Yeah.
like, although I guess he shouldn't make gay jokes now, but like, I don't know. It was just having a
What?
good time. It just he was just having a good time. Sorry, and basically infiltration having a grand old time. He was super drunk. He has grand finals tomorrow. The next day, and he didn't care, and he got third, and it didn't bother him, But
Mhm.
um, freaking, Mango gets fifth, and he's devastated.
Mhm.
Plup gets third, and he's devastated. Armada gets second, and he's devastated. Oh, actually, no, Mango
Yeah.
gets fourth, and he's devastated. Plup gets third, and he's devastated. And that's like, and the crazy thing is though, that's the best he's ever done. That's the best Plup
Yeah.
has ever done. He should be proud of himself, But I don't know. Smashers they play for pride. It is insane. But
They apparently get super emotional, man. Just
yeah,
it's
really really emotional about their game.
mhm. And
And
then
but
yeah, I mean grand finals with Hungry Box
Yeah,
and
but yeah. First of
Armada.
all, first of all,
Oh
I
yeah.
forgot to talk about the pool, the top 8 games. Basically, S2J versus West Balls. West Balls.
With
West Balls.
balls, yeah.
So I was talking to someone earlier while I was waiting in line for my lunch, and And then we're talking about like, yeah, dude, SGJ, I'm so excited. And he was like, yeah. So he's going up against Westballs. Westballs usually beats SGJ, but like, here's the thing about Westballs. I love Westballs, but my God, like, he's a fucking clown, man. Like, there's two players. He's two players. You either see Westballs, who's the guy who just does sick Falco shit and kills everyone, or he's Clownballs, who's the guy who just like who spams double sign and SDs off the ledge. And so like, I think we saw Westballs because he SD'd pretty early.
Mm-hmm.
And like basically, SUJ took that and then had to fight Hungry Box, and SUJ actually did really well against Hungry Box. But I think we already knew who was going to win that one. But he did really well considering how much of an ass-blitz matchup that is for Captain Falcon. Yeah, and then Pew Pew, my boy Pew Pew did pretty good against Mango. Took a game off of Mango. I think that's like the best he's ever done. And then Mango's gonna win. It's Mango. Mango's Mango.
Mm-hmm.
And and then fucking Mango versus Mewtwo King. Probably the only time I really wanted to see Mango lose, just because he taunted Mewtwo King.
Yeah.
I was okay with that. I was happy that HBox like rested the shit out of him. And dude, that final rest that eliminated Mango, looks so like the way it happened, where like he landed, like Mango landed wrong, and the Pokemon Stadium stage was like changing, so he rested him, and it fucking smacked him into the stage and bounced him into the side, and that was like the coolest thing ever. Everyone was booing HBox though, which was like kind of like dumb, but like he deserved it, dude. Honestly, Mango kind of deserved. He had it coming. When you taunt Mewtwo King, when you taunt someone else like that you have it coming. So, like, especially like he taunted Mewtwo King when Mewtwo King was in the middle of bodying him. That's what like that was just kind of like that was like, come on, man, disrespectful. You deserve to get eliminated, and he did.
Yep.
And then he cried afterward, but
he cried, yeah.
I kind of felt bad, but then I didn't. Then again, I didn't because you taunted Mewtwo King, dude. Of course I'm gonna cheer against you. I love Mewtwo King, dude. Jason's like one of my favorite smashers because he's like so like derpy. Yeah, and then losers finals. We already talked about HBox versus Plup, the run back. HBox took it. Grand finals. Holy shit, man.
Oh my god.
That was
it was down to the wire.
Like both sets were 2 out of 3. Were 2-3. Were 3-2.
Yeah.
But it was crazy because like the thing about the Armada HBox matchup which is insane, is HBox can't let Armada win the first game because the Dreamland counter pick, no, the Yoshi Story, not Dreamland, the Yoshi Story counter pick is so bad for HBox.
Yeah.
And every time that he would get a counter pick, it was a clean victory. And then like, so HBox took first two games real quick. The first game was pretty funny because Armada SD'd like right away, and it was like, and HBox taunted, but it's like, I mean, you SD'd, so Armada doesn't SD. That doesn't happen. So like, we kind of smelled something wasn't quite right when that happened. And then he took 2 games. Armada took 2 games afterwards, and we took a game, and then HBox took a game, and then Armada took a game, and then they went back to Battlefield, and really close, really clutch game where it's like, oh shit, HBox just one rest, man. You just need one rest. Just reset the bracket, and then anything goes. And then like, he's like deathly close to getting eliminated. He's at like what, like as high as 70%. It's like Fox can easily like up smash and like any just random up smash or up throw up air.
Yeah,
Jigs is dead. Puff is dead, right? And dude, that clutch rest, dude. I think everyone was at the edge of their seats when that happened, and I don't know. I don't think anyone was ever like so like excited or like stressed out or like
on the edge of the seat,
on the edge of their seats over an HBox game, which is really cool because, like I said before, everyone was booing HBox at the beginning of the tournament, and like when he reset the bracket, everyone was like, "Yo, let's fucking go, let's go get him, HBox, yeah!" And like, oh my god, that was super exciting. And then, but the losers bracket started off really shaky, because Armada took the first game,
Mm-hmm.
and that's bad news. Because what ends up happening is HBox will probably take the next game. I think he lost 2 in a row though. I think
think he
HBox
did.
actually lost 2 in a row,
Yeah.
which is really scary. Which I don't know how he made it through that. Or wait, no. I don't think he lost 2 in a row. I think he lost one and then won one and then lost one again, which is a bad position to be in. Which is a really bad position to be in, because basically you get the counter pick, but once if you win the game, Armada gets the counter pick. So like basically the reverse situation happened from the previous set, and Armada takes it early, and that was really scary, because like basically every time HBox wins, we'll just go to Doshi's story, and like HBox will lose, and like I was just like, oh man, this is looking bad. This is looking bad for the box, dude. This is looking bad for the for the hungry boxes, man. This is not looking good. And like, you know, he ends up like losing the first game. I'm like, oh, that's really bad. You know, brings it back on Battlefield. And then next game, you know, next game, Yoshi's Story, and then the game after, I think Battlefield again. And then I think the very final round is where I think Armada made his mistake, where he went to Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah.
I think everyone was kind of questioning that. Like even the commentators, like, I don't know about this, because like that's what Mango tried to do, and Acebox clutched it out. He didn't just clutch it out. He decisively defeated Mango. Two stopped. He 2-stopped Mango, and like what happened there? Like, so basically, I'm not an expert. Let me just disclaimer: I'm not an expert at Melee. I do watch a lot of it, so I kind of know like the metagame, and this is what I've kind of come to understand from this, like listening to people talk about it and the commentators and the analysis and whatnot. So the reason why like Fox players pick Pokemon Stadium, apparently it's a pretty good counter pick for Jigglypuff. There's a lot of room to, you know, kind of space control. I think the transformations offer like a lot of like randomness, which is I guess good for Fox, because Fox plays a really high paced game usually, and then Jigglypuff wants to like, you know, kind of take things slow, right?
Yeah.
But I think the thing ultimately that kind of worked in HBox's favor though, because it's such a good like. Okay, let's just like make it clear. Like, here's the thing about HBox. He is. A lot of people complain about Jigglypuff, right? About being an easy character, right? But here's the thing: there's only 4 Jigglypuffs in the top 100, and really only 2 worth talking about: Prince Abu and Hungrybox. We don't even know who the other Jigglypuff players are, but like, you know, Prince Abu is usually the one that people practice with if they have to fight HBox. And funny thing is, like, usually when Armada wins against HBox is when he practices against as Prince Abu, which he didn't do this year. So another big mistake by Armada. But the thing about Jigglypuff, I think the thing about HBox with when it comes to his Puff versus other Jigglypuffs, he is the kind of player that studies the Fox matchup very, very closely. He knows that it is in Fox's favor, but he plays so solidly, plays super well, and he has the most intelligent of all the Jigglypuff play. That like he's probably used to people going to Pokemon Stadium on him, and because of that, he's probably learned how to beat Foxes at their own game in that map, in that stage. So I feel like what was working better with the Yoshi Story pick, like I think Armada should have went for that. Of course, I was cheating for HBox, so I'm glad he didn't. But I think Armada, one of Armada's biggest mistakes was going Pokemon Stadium, where like he eliminated where, you know, HBox eliminated Mango, who, you know, Mango is doing pretty good this year, better than last year. I think he won DreamHack, which is, you know, pretty cool. But you know, I think that was like the big mistake, because the thing with HBox, he plays Jigglypuff kind of like Chris G, the neutral character, the neutral heavy character. Lots of space control, likes to take it slow, likes to control space with back air, mostly back air, and then like when you're playing this slow game, he'll frustrate the opponent to a point where he'll find an opening. Okay, they're frazzled this enough. This opens up for a grab or like up air rest or like oh they missed an opening. I'm just gonna run up and rest them or hey this leaves an opening where I can just back air them off the ledge or I can go for forward B forward B forward B into rest or something like that, or up air throw forward B rest, something like that, right? Basically, he plays super solid till he finds an opening, and like Pokemon Stadium may be a map where you can kill Jigglypuff really low percentages, but it is also a map with a lot of room for him to work. There's a lot of area for him to cover, and I think that was like the big thing because you can probably go Stadium for any other Jigglypuff, do it for like against Principaboo, whatever, but against HBox, that's a totally different story. So, the match goes, and I don't even think it was last. I don't think it was last stock, was it? Was it last stock in that game? I think he might have two stocked Amada, actually. He might have two stocked Amada. I don't know. I need to go check the tapes. But it was pretty close. But like HBox won with an Edgehog at the end. And it was like, oh shit, HBox won, dude. And like the crazy thing is like he's like he's totally deserves it. And like he has been getting second so many times. But I was not gonna lie, I was a little shocked and slightly disappointed that he didn't win the rest, but I'm super happy for HBox, man. And I'm so glad I was there to witness history.
I know.
That was fucking awesome.
On your first Evo.
On my first Evo. I don't know, like if I had gone to an Evo where like freaking Mango won, to be honest, I wouldn't care that much because Mango's won a lot of tournaments in the past. But HBox, dude, he's been working so hard, and like, dude, he's clutched it out. He clutched it out super hard. His clutch muscles are bigger than anybody else's in the Smash scene, I think. So like I was like super excited to watch, and at the very end he won, and everyone was crying. I was crying. Mango was crying. Armada was crying.
Armada was just sitting there on that chair, dude, the entire time until they're handing out the medals.
Here's the thing people got to realize about Armada. He is people see him as a Terminator, right? Because he has a very like scientific, very not robotic. Because Mewtwo King's a robot. But Armada's a Terminator, and he's like kind of like a very brutal, punish heavy kind of like scientific kind of play. But he's actually really emotional and takes losses very, very, very hard. So. Like I couldn't bear to read his Twitter after everything that happened. After he lost, but like, dude, he was crying. Everyone was crying. Plup was crying. Mewtwo King was crying. I think Westball's SCJ and like PPU were like really happy though.
Yeah.
But everyone else was like super depressed. I was like, God damn it. But I don't know. Like I was like very happy for HBox, and like it's been a long time coming. I'm so happy for him. I'm glad it was there.
I'm actually and I'm actually happy that HBox took it as well. Like last year, I was actually kind of like booing for HBox because dude,
because he played hella lame. He was like he did the thing where he hogs the edge and then rests you if you get too close.
Yeah, and he timed it out.
But props for him for trying to find the most effective strategy, even if it was not fun.
Oh yeah,
you have to respect him, even though he's doing something super lame.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But
I'm actually happy for HBox because he actually won. He actually took it. I mean, Armada already won last year. I'm like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like
HBox deserves it. He's been trying super.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was basically EVO. I mean,
oh well, there's SF5. I mean, I mean. Like we kind of said this before in the previous recording. Like we kind of expressed our little.
Remember how everyone got eliminated? Who was supposed to be in top 8? Actually, a bad thing. That was actually a really bad thing.
That was really a bad thing.
So granted, okay. I really like Elijah. I think there's a big story. Elijah making top 8 was probably one of the biggest. It is the biggest story after. It is definitely the biggest story after HBox winning, in my opinion, and because he has a crazy story behind like the pink backpack and how his dad is there, and how his parents were super supportive of his career, and like why can't other parents be supportive as his,
Mhm.
and like the story of like how he had an opportunity to go to Japan to play with the top players, and he almost didn't go because his mom was on her deathbed, and his mom was like, "You better go," and and he went and learned a lot and managed to get back just in time to see his mother off, you know,
Mhm.
in like 3 days later after he got back. And there's an intense story behind Li Joe, and I think he's like definitely one of like the big heroes of Evo, and one of the biggest stories, and we're all behind him, we're all with him, so that was like we were all cheering really hard for Li Joe, and I think we did the same thing we did with Fudo. Whenever he landed a hit, we go, hey, 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 which is
Yeah.
dude, that's part of Evo at Street Fighter Five, at Street Fighter Evo, Street Fighter Finals at Evo. Like
Yeah.
people, every time Haitani hit, when he was, every time Haitani hit like a combo, like an air combo, they go like, hey, 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 and then
Mhm.
every time he hit uh uh Ultra One with Makoto, the whole crowd would be like, you go, yeah, and he punches them in the dick, and then she punches them in the dick and launches them in the air, and then everyone would go like Sages then goes down to the key all at once, and it's like super sick, right? And
Mhm.
then um we were doing that for like Li Joe and Fudo, and that was like really sick. And then he
Mhm.
got eliminated, and then I kind of fell asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot. There's a
Yes,
lot of Chuns and Nashes, man.
so much Chun and Nash, dude. It was so lame.
And then
Like,
there
okay,
was
okay. Technically, no, there was a
there's
Ken,
there was
there
Ken.
was
There was
Vega,
there was Vega.
but they
There was
both got
Vega and
eliminated.
Armika, and they got both limited. And then there's
No,
Armika.
Armika made it to the grand finals,
Yeah.
of
And then
course.
yeah, then there was Armika.
Yeah, but like everyone that wasn't Chun or Nash like got eliminated like right away, or
Mhm.
with the exception of Fudo with playing Mika,
Mhm.
and that was like not for me. It was like after Li Joe got eliminated, I lost interest really fast. I didn't want to watch anymore until Fudo played, because Fudo
Mhm.
plays Mika and I was a Mika player, so uh, Fudo made me want to play Mika again, and then I tried the game and I realized that I don't like the engine. But that's just me. That's just me. I'm a Mortal Kombat player. I need a faster paced game to keep up with my short attention span, and
Mhm.
Street Fighter's not it. But yeah. So basically, that happened. Yeah,
Yeah.
Li Joe
Yeah.
got eliminated, and we're just sad. We're all sad.
Yeah. What
All sad to be.
where did he place? Was it fifth
He
or is it?
placed fifth. He placed fifth. It was pretty good
Yeah.
for a first time at Evo. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's really
And
good.
especially for the first time the game's at Evo too. It's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. But
But I don't
it
think there's
was
any other match worth talking about in
yeah.
top
Other
eight
than
other than
grand finals, yeah. Other than grand finals, and then I don't know. Is
Infiltration. The infiltration mirror match with Nash was like pretty intense though.
oh yeah.
That was pretty intense, but I didn't really care too much for Goichi. He's good.
Mhm.
Don't get me wrong, all the top players are really good. It's just the kind of the character choices. I mean, the character diversity in top eight. Uh, I guess okay. In retrospect, there was character diversity, but it didn't really matter in the end because like basically like Chun and Nash just won.
Yeah.
Like and then well, there was Mika though. Mika was pretty high, but like Vega
Yeah.
didn't matter, Ken didn't matter. It was just all Nash and Chun until grand
Mhm.
finals. So that was kind of disappointing to watch. But grand finals though,
Yeah.
and then winners finals, where actually Fudo actually
Put
wins like he
infiltration.
won.
Yeah.
Dude, that was sick.
Yeah.
That was
He
so
put
sick.
infiltration
Mika's
in losers, and then
Mika's fun
and
though.
then yeah, Mika.
Yeah, Mika's always like I know people give a lot of shit to Mika because she's a Vortex character, but she's so much fun to watch.
Yeah. But
But yeah, that run back though.
yeah, that run back infiltration got it. He adapted.
Download complete.
Download complete. Download
So
complete. Okay. I say in Korean.
I can... Dude, so savage, dude. Infiltration
Yeah.
is so fucking. No, dude, like, have you watched? Have you watched Cross Counter Asia? Like
I
you've already
have,
seen him
yes,
in
yes, I've seen it.
Adventure,
Yeah, I've
but in
seen it.
Cross Counter Asia, where he's like playing Shen, and he's like easy. He's like easy, and then he'll do like he'll like he'll KO Shen at 69 seconds. He'll be like 69, and then he'll do EX move. He'll be like EX 69. Dude, I love Infiltration. He's funny.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that grand final set was pretty cool. Although, albeit, I wish it would have been closer. I wish Fudo put up a better fight in the end, though.
Mm-hmm.
It was also slightly. It was not entirely underwhelming, but it was a little underwhelming because it was like a 3-1 victory.
Yeah.
And like I wanted Fudo to like go like 3. I wanted it to be 2-3-2. I wanted it to be 3-2 3-2 both games, but
Yeah.
you know, that didn't happen. But like, you know, Infiltration.
He's unstoppable,
the
man.
man.
He's the man.
Dude, no one stop him.
He's
all
a
the
god right
Americans-
now.
All the Americans are like, dude, we need someone to stop him.
I know. I saw that on Twitter. I'm like, holy shit.
LPM's like, it's gonna be me. K-Brad's like, it's gonna be me. He's like, oh hell no. I know. Like, you see. I don't have a K-Brad impression. It's like the closest I can get to a K-Brad impression. But yeah. Yeah, everyone, dude, he's such a threat, right? He's not. No, calling Infiltration a threat is like an understatement.
He's a god.
Dude, he's so good.
Yeah. He's so
Yeah,
godlike. Yeah, jab pressure. There's so much jab pressure.
He
Jab
actually
pressure.
did jab the thing that
Jab.
dude, that made me so mad. He actually did jab pressure in Cwiet. He didn't say it, but he actually did jab pressure. I was like, you fucking asshole. Do what you have to do to win, though.
Mm-hmm. The anti-air. Anti-air.
Down
Anti-air.
anti-air.
Jab
Anti-air super.
pressure. Anti-air super.
Oh.
Super confirm. Pro gamer. But anyways,
has the most
Yeah.
profound quote though. Enjoy your
Down.
game.
Enjoy your game.
Yeah.
Enjoy your game.
Real talk. That is what I think more people need to do.
Yeah.
It's what I think Base Freak needs to do. But that's just me. Calling him out right now. Calling out Base Freak right now.
Oh
Anyways.
man.
And he will answer.
You will answer it, but you need to evolve and like whatever. I want to have fun with my games. It's not my job.
Mhm.
Street Fighter's not my job, so you know whatever.
Yeah.
But no, I do think I think that's a mentality that I think
Everyone
that's a
should
mentality
have,
that more people should pick up. Enjoy your
Yeah.
game because it's just a video game.
Mm-hmm.
Most of us aren't esports players, so just enjoy it. That's what I say to all the fucking the PC Overwatch snobs who are like going into Max's stream, getting like, why you play a console, you fucking plebeian? I'm like, okay, I prefer PC console, PC Overwatch because I've always been a PC gamer, but
Yeah.
Pick your poison. Everyone gets to have fun regardless of
Mhm.
which console they play. It's still fun, so. People just enjoy your game. Enjoy your
Yeah.
game, No, there's no point
Absolutely.
getting salty over a video game. We do it anyways, but
We do it anyways,
there's-
but
there's no point.
But-
Try not to. Try your best
Yeah.
not to get salty. It's just a game.
but yeah, so that happened. Grand finals, that was the thing. That was it's like overall EVO was it was overall a good experience, but it could have been way better. It was better than nothing, man. It was better than
No,
nothing.
it was much better. That's messed up.
Much
It
better
was
than
really
that.
good.
Yeah, that's what made the trip worth it though. The finals, man. Being part of finals.
I went to get some Dippin' Dots during like one of the finals, and
Yeah.
like there's a pretty cute black girl who was like manning the stall, and she was like, "Yo, I'm on that team too." I was like, "Yeah, dude, Team Mystic." And then someone else on the team was like, "Yeah." Someone else in line was like, "Yeah, Team Mystic," and I was like, "Yeah." I could have
Yeah.
sworn, but I didn't. Just not. I didn't, but I don't know.
Right.
That was pretty fun.
we wore those Team Mystic shirts to finals, man.
That was pretty funny. I think I got
Yeah.
some sour looks from that. It was pretty sasatisfying. Because
No,
here's the thing. I don't get salty when I see Team Valor shirts, but Team Valor people get salty when they see when they see
Yeah.
someone else's Mystic. I don't understand what is wrong I don't understand what is wrong with the people. I'm calling them out right now.
Yeah, right.
I like everyone, but what is up with you Team Valor people being absolute douchebags?
That's because they want to start a gang war.
I want to start a gang war.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like everybody, but I don't know what it is. Team Valor's mean. They're mean to everyone. They're mean to Mystic people. They're like really mean to Team Mystic. But I don't know. I think there's, you know what though, there are people in Team Mystic that are assholes as well. So it's, you know, it goes both ways. But just, I haven't met a single Team Valor person that doesn't trash talk Team Mystic. So.
Oh, you need to come here then.
Are you Team Valor?
No.
No, he's Mystic. He's Mystic.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I
To be honest,
Mystic, but I have Valor and Instinct friends.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I have. Well, San Jose is all like NorCal's like mostly Mystic and Instinct, so that's kind of cool.
I have a Valor friend, but whatever.
Yeah,
like,
Mono. Mono.
Yeah, Mono, and I have one more friend that's Valor as well.
Yeah.
So, but
Mono's like, dude, Mono's like every single stereotype of
I know.
It's so funny. Like I love Mono, but like he's unironically the Valor Team Valor stereotype. Like
yeah,
doesn't like gives up sleep for Pokemon. Will actually run across the busy intersection for the EV.
Dude, he put money down for that shit too.
He spent $60. I mean I spent like $15 on. No, I spent $10 on it so far to buy some incubators and a few Pokeballs. That's about it. But like it's just $10. But like he spent 60 on the game, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So Monophos is pretty much that SpongeBob meme saying like, "Who wakes up 3 o'clock in the morning to go?"
Yes, dude. No, he's actually like all those horrible stereotypes you hear about like each team player, each kind of member. He actually is. He's actually the Team Valor stereotype, which is so funny. It's so funny.
Yeah, man. Oh my god. He's a good guy. He's the
greatest. He's the greatest, bro, and I love him. I love him with all my heart.
He's a good guy.
But he still needs to stop.
He wants to be the very best that no one ever was.
In a fucking video game, though. In a fucking video game where there's no big prize pool or whatever. It's just pride points. There's only pride points and transaction money that you can pay for anyways.
Right. But it's okay. It's all right. It's all good. We all love Pokemon. It's all fine. It's all good fun.
Yeah.
Actually, I like Digimon better, but Pokemon will satisfy me for now.
I like Digimon too, but Pokemon will always be in my heart. But anyways, that
was the arena experience of.
This EVO has been, like I said, has been overall good. It definitely made the experience a good one. Yeah, Vegas sucked, but we went to the LAX. Having experienced that with you guys, you, Cwiet, Bird, and everyone else it was a pleasure to suffer with you.
Likewise.
It was a pleasure.
For me, I was in there.
I know.
Maybe you should go then.
I know plane tickets are expensive. I know.
Maybe I should dump my boyfriend and I save like $1,000 each year.
Oh, man. But hey, man, there's always next year. So
you leave it.
Jeez.
I mean, he knows this.
Yeah.
At least as long
he knows if there's a convention that I really want to go and he doesn't want to go, I'm gonna go there.
But anyways, sorry. Go ahead.
Like every year when I go visit, there's Anime Matsuri at in Florida on the exact day that I land. So it's like I want to go there. He's like, I don't want to drive. I want to go there. I don't want to drive.
It's
I get a cab.
Uber is an amazing thing, or Lyft. I don't know if they have Lyft in your area, but Uber is an amazing thing.
Yeah, Uber and Lyft.
They're pretty good.
I don't want Uber. I don't want to get raped.
That actually doesn't happen very often because the drivers have to be certified first.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually the other way around where the drivers have to be worried.
Yeah, because you never know what kind of passenger you'll pick up.
Yeah, but that one case where the guy got where the rape happened is like a very isolated incident in Uber, I think. Because usually the driver is the one who needs to be concerned.
Yeah.
Because you can't screen passengers. You know, you can screen the drivers though, and they do because it's part of the safety for the passengers.
Yeah.
Maybe I should, because we do have Uber drivers here in Hawaii, and one of my friends are one, so I think I should
Take
little
advantage.
prank on him. Yep.
Yeah.
Prank on. Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Jesus.
Just go like, hey, take me to Adam and Eve. Yeah.
Wow.
Come back with like 3 bags. Okay, we're going.
Jeez.
And just
Yeah.
wave it out of the window. Look where we're going, guys.
Oh my
Gonna
God.
have fun.
Oh.
Yeah. But anyways, Evo has definitely has some things to improve on, but
Yeah.
nonetheless, this was the first Evo where it went esports, it went on ESPN and yeah.
Yeah, I think the whole thing with being at Mandalay Bay and esports and whatnot probably threw off a lot of things.
Yeah.
I've said before when we recorded last time, I wish there was an extra day for just friendlies and convention stuff.
Yeah.
Because they treat Evo too much like this year Evo felt too much like a tournament, not enough like a convention. And the reality of it is most of us there will compete for a little bit, but not for very long because most of us don't expect to win. So they gotta cater to us, and sometimes the game we want to watch is not going to be on the main stage. So we need other things to do, and that's where the convention comes in. That's where more friendlies or just for fun stations or side tournaments come in. You know, I wanted to see an Evo a Skullgirls side tournament because they've had side tournaments for Skullgirls the last couple years, last 3 years even. I think they've had for a few years now, and this year didn't have one. I guess not enough space. You know, so. You guys at Evo got a lot to fix.
Yeah,
it was pretty.
Still pretty good. Still pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the
still have fun.
grievances we had in Vegas, getting lost and shit.
Yeah.
I think Sunday made it worth it. Definitely.
Yeah. It was
10. It was really worth it. But if I come back to Evo next year and it's the same thing, I'm gonna be so upset.
Yeah. But after that, So after that, Evo, we actually went to go clubbing.
Evo went to eat first.
We want to go eat first, yeah.
Yeah. It's the best It's the best shitty fake Chinese food I've ever had. And I'm Chinese, so I'm pretty. I'm a stickler about the Chinese Chinese food or imitation Chinese food that I eat. It was pretty.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. So after we ate, we went go clubbing with Kenny, and then Steve showed up later on, and
unfortunately, Bird couldn't get in
because of dress code
issues. So, and then Cwiet's not the kind to go partying. So I had my backpack with him. He's like, "Can you just bring my backpack inside?" And he took my backpack and left. He took my backpack back to the hotel room. So So Sean and I hung out with Kenny for a while. That was pretty cool for me. I think. I don't think Hawk over here is very much of a fan of the club environment.
No, yeah, I tried it. I'm like, yeah, okay, kind of
not for me.
not for me.
And I felt so bad because I was like having a pretty good time. I was like,
no.
I could feel it. I kept asking Sean like, dude, you want to go? We can go. Like. I was like, we don't have to stay here. Like, I know this music's kind of obnoxious and like everyone's like grinding at each other and whatnot.
Dude, we were shouting at Evo finals, and then now we're shouting at. Yeah.
If you guys are wondering why this Evo related podcast is super late, it's because we just sprayed our voices pretty bad during top 8, and and then Sean and I destroyed our voices even more going to LAX. I got the worst end of it, which is like they wanted to bring me on the podcast, and I literally couldn't talk for a week. It was bad. It was that bad. And the club made it even worse. So.
And then we played some Smash in there at least.
That was pretty fun. I realized how to play at it, but I don't use game controllers. That's probably why. Those are my Johns. That's my Johns right now. I don't use I'm not used to GameCube controllers.
But hey, at least we actually got together. We danced a little bit, and I had a
pretty
drink.
fun.
I had a drink, and
I had a couple drinks. I had like
yeah,
three.
you had a
I
couple.
think I
You
had
had a
like
couple.
three drinks.
You had
I
a
had like
couple
three
drinks.
drinks.
Yeah,
It was pretty fun.
yeah,
You know, there were things that happened with some of our friends that is probably not appropriate to talk about on the stream, so we'll leave that out. You know, what happens
yeah.
in Vegas stays in Vegas.
So yeah, yeah. Only.
Yeah, some awkward things that happened, but it's
Yeah,
okay.
like I will say, like let me say this, this particular clubbing experience wasn't the worst experience I've ever had. It's just, it's not for
It's,
me.
it's not for you.
This is not the kind of life for
Yeah.
me. And
And
but
like for me,
I
like this actually kind of redeemed the clubbing experience for me, but I wouldn't go out of my way to go clubbing. I would only do
exactly
it with
yeah,
like the right group of friends.
exactly yeah.
I think
But
that's the thing about clubbing is you have to go with the right people. If
yeah,
you're not with really good friends, or if you're not with a group where like you feel like you can like really be yourself or whatever, it's like kind of it can like not be very fun.
hmm
So,
yeah. It could be a 0-3 matchup
yeah,
and it'll be in the club's favor, and you're not gonna have a good time.
yeah. At least we
Yeah.
got it for free though. It was pretty
We
impressive.
got it for free. Yeah, we thanks
That was
to
pretty funny.
Courtney. Yeah,
Yeah, thanks to Nurse Courtney. Shout out to Nurse Courtney.
yeah. Shout out to Nurse
Got
Courtney.
us. She got 10 of us in, but unfortunately, a couple had to drop out because of dress code issues.
Yeah.
Uh, that was pretty.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. And then after
Uh,
that, after that, we pretty much like just hung out at the Starbucks and we just chatted a bit, and
Yeah.
shot the shit. And then like and then we went back because
You had to
some
drop off Bird at the airport in the morning.
oh no, there was something else before like
Oh, I
we
thought I lost my jacket, but that's not. We don't need to talk about that.
yeah,
This is
yeah,
not-
yeah, but like yeah,
that's not what we're talking about.
I thought I'd throw that in there because along the way we saw like fucking Punko, fucking what was it
Infiltration.
infiltration.
Dude, they're best bros, dude. They're buddies.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
yeah.
I love dude. Punko's hella short though.
He's
so short.
super short. Like I think he's shorter than Cwiet, dude.
Yeah, quite
And
pretty
Bird.
short.
Yeah,
It's Korean genes, man.
yeah.
This is Korean genes, I guess. I guess Koreans are pretty short. Infiltration's pretty tall though, so I guess that doesn't count.
No, infiltration's like around my height or maybe slightly taller.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good height
Yeah.
for an Asian. Like I'm
Yeah, yeah.
considered like a pretty good height for an Asian. So, and I'm
Oh
like
yeah,
five,
yeah, same here.
I'm like 5'9", so 5'8", 5'9". So
I'm around like 5'10", 5'11" ish. So
yeah,
so-
so that's pretty good height, So,
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Punko though, it was pretty funny to see him because he was drunk.
dude, I kind of expect him to be drunk. I would be
Yeah.
surprised if he weren't drunk because he's that kind of person. So
hmm
I expect him to be that kind of person. So
Right. Yeah. But anyways, following morning, I had to drop off Bird and then pretty much like said our goodbyes for now and and then I got like an extra hour of sleep. You guys were sleep. You guys had some extra sleep
yeah,
and then
yeah. It was like it wasn't as much sleep as like
was it Friday night or
Friday
Saturday?
night? Because Friday
Yeah.
night, ironically, the night that we had all the shit happen to us, we got the most sleep. But
Yeah.
like we still got decent sleep. I felt like okay after. we
Yeah,
had
I
to
felt
leave.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it could have been better. But
Yeah, well, at least Cwiet helped you drive back, which is good.
yeah,
Yeah,
he Quiet took us back in my car, and then but
You got a
before
lot of sleep. You got a ton of sleep though.
he
so
got a
that's
ton
good.
of sleep. Yeah, he slept when we were clubbing, so
Yeah.
yeah.
But
But yeah,
yeah.
but we finally went to Burger.
and
it
it was good. It was good.
was
but
good. The prices
Well-
were pretty high up there.
$15 for without the fries for a burger
Yeah.
is just a big no. Really big
And
no.
and also we all got fries and we all left
That
them
was a
over,
mistake
man.
because there was a lot of fries. I think
There's a lot of
I think
fries.
one thing of fries would have been worth it, and like splitting it,
Yeah.
or a couple things of fries would have been worth it.
Like
And splitting it between
two
the
fries
of us.
at
The three of us.
two orders of fries at the most.
Yeah. And then the shakes. Oh, the shakes were super good, but then I saw the $10 price tag, and I was like, And then like we had to pay for it, and it was like, Quiet gave me the cash. I was like, just put it all in your card, just make things easier. And then I saw the bills like, it's $100. And then I was like so upset at it. I was like so visibly shaken, like really upset. I was like, we were gonna browse the mall.
Yeah.
We were gonna browse Planet Hollywood more because it's like it's a cool place. There's some sights to see there.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to mention the night we got lost at in Planet Hollywood looking for a burger, we actually
Yeah.
went by this really cool like shopping area that was like all painted and like had lights
Yeah.
and stuff. It looked like I don't know what's the term, like not west. It looks like almost like a site in like the Mediterraneans or
Oh
like the
yeah,
Middle
yeah.
East. I don't know. It was like a temple in the desert, and it was like really cool.
Hmm.
Until you saw the signs of the adult theater and whatnot, it's like, oh, that's less
Yeah.
cool. I
Oh.
mean, it's just like,
Oh.
oh, it's just Vegas, but that was like really
Yeah.
cool. I still have photos of it. I didn't need to do some painting studies of that because that was really sick.
Yeah.
But like we wanted to go see that again, like take some pictures. Maybe I had my sketchbook with me, so we could have drawn. But I was so triggered. I was like, guys, I don't. Let's just go back to the car. I want to leave Vegas.
Yeah.
I wanted to leave the city. I was so triggered by that I fucking
Yeah.
forgot my debit card in the checkbook.
Yeah.
In the and oh my god, I didn't find out till we got back when till like Sean and I got back to Torrance, so I decided to stay an extra night there,
Yeah.
and then take the Greyhound the next morning. We got some ramen, a pretty nice ramen at like a
A late night. It was a late night.
late night ramen shop. The
Mhm.
waitress there was like pretty cute, and like the ramen was pretty good. Oh, we had the good
The good gyoza.
gyoza. It was called good
Gyoza.
gyoza. I was like, I saw it. I was like, well, it was a good gyoza. Oh, as opposed to what, bad gyoza? Oh
uh,
man, dude, that
and then
that
you
waitress.
and then you found out and then you finally forgot your card.
And I found out I forgot my card. Although I will say though, I was like that waitress was like pretty cute. So
Yeah.
I was glad. At the very least, it was a good spot for me to find out.
Yeah. I
It
know.
was
And
not
then
bad.
but at least like you forgot it at the restaurant and they were
Yeah.
they were pretty
And
good
we
about
already
it.
done
Like
eating.
yeah.
Yeah, and I had cash on me, so I was like able to like pay you back on stuff. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was like, but still, it was just like I don't know, like that kind of taught me a huge lesson about Vegas, and like I'm probably after that, I'm probably never gonna eat at a Gordon Ramsay restaurant ever again.
Probably.
That's
Yeah.
how bad of an experience it was for me. Like, I mean, well, the food was good, sure, but like that expensive for a burger, and it's just like just for a name, and like everything's just so super ridiculously expensive. I'm just like,
Mhm.
no, like you know what we'll do next time is we'll go to Earl's. We'll go to
Yeah.
Earl's. We'll go to Earl's and
we and you know and maybe one night we can go to a buffet for
yeah,
one night.
yeah.
You
We
know.
should have hit the buffet once. I think.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the mistakes. We should have hit the buffet on Saturday actually,
Yeah.
but it's all
We
good.
should have went to a buffet. Yeah. But whatever.
Yeah, but
We know better.
next time.
We know better.
Next time. First round's data. First round's data.
Yeah. Data. It was just data. Yeah. So.
But aside from the burger thing though, it was, I think Sunday was pretty fun. We got to go to see Quiet's place too. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Got to see. Got
His
to
doggies.
meet his dad and his his
Right.
family.
I actually rather enjoyed talking to his dad. I don't know what it is. I get along really well with my friends' parents.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just good at that. I'm just really good at getting along well with my friends' parents for some reason.
Hmm.
But that was pretty cool. That was a all
Yeah. And then yeah, like even after like the ramen and stuff like that, we went to Pokemon Go hunting like late at night and shit. Like we
That
stayed
was pretty
till
fun.
we were up
Did
till
we
like
find anything? Oh, we found the freaking Flareon.
we found a Flareon at that at the park randomly, and it was just like it just showed up
Yeah.
once and that's it.
That was pretty cool. And then
That was Yeah, we were trying to hunt down that Jolteon, but hey, at least we found the
found
Ghastly.
found a Ghastly. Yeah, that was pretty good. I haven't yet
Yeah.
to find another Ghastly since. I've spotted a few on my radar, and I know there are a few in Fremont, but they're kind of in annoying locations. I have to bike to, so
Yeah.
but at least they're here. So, but yeah, that was Pokemon Go was pretty fun.
It's fun,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, well, and definitely when I get some money or something, I'll
Guys,
go up
okay,
there.
you and Chris need to come up to NorCal and visit.
Yeah,
As an order, if you can, bring your bikes.
bring your bikes.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll bring a skateboard for sure.
Yeah, that works. That works too. I don't because I don't know how well it'll work with fit into like your car. I probably won't.
Yeah.
probably sample it first. But if you could bring like some way of being able to keep up with me on a bike, or like I don't know, maybe rent a bike here, because unfortunately, I ended up. We used to have two bikes. I lost one of them in my college experiences, and
Okay.
during college, so that's kind of unfortunate. But like biking with Pokemon Go is like the best way to play. And oh my god, so Lake Elizabeth, where I got all those pincers.
Yeah.
there's like so many Pokestops there. Like, if you just want to refill on like Pokeballs, just go like one lap around the park. It's like 2 miles, so it's a long lap. But if you have like a skateboard or a bike, it's not too bad. But just
Yeah.
go one lap and you'll be like full again. You'll have like your Pokeballs. You'll never like you will catch like so many Pokemon there, and you will never run out of Pokeballs. It's so good. Like it's
Nice.
such a good spot. Although the selection is not great, but actually the selection's pretty good. There's Pikachu is really common at my park.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like I caught like 3 Pikachus on my and like I caught like a couple Pikachus on my just from one lap.
Nice.
So like that's a pretty good spot if you want to farm Pikachu,
Mhm.
and also if you want Pinsir, it's like a very easy to find Pinsir there. I caught you saw my Twitter post. I caught like
Yeah.
7 Pinsers. It was like
Oh yeah, yeah,
I have too many Pinsers. I need to start deleting them. I need to start turning them into candy.
yeah.
Uh,
But anyways, we gotta wrap it up, man. We were just talking about
Yeah.
Pokemon Go now, so we're to that point. So
Dang it, we're
yeah.
like two less people again, and
Yeah.
still like lasted just as long. I think even longer than our first.
even longer than
I
before.
wanted to go faster too. I wanted to make it quicker, but I don't know.
It's
I guess
okay.
it's too
It's
hard.
okay. It's okay. It's
We'll,
okay.
we'll make it shorter in post, or not. Or just I don't know.
No. There's not really anything to edit out, but it's okay. It's okay. Like, there's podcasts out there that have been like around 3.5 hours, so it's okay. It's all good. It's all fine to me. So, but anyways, it's been a huge pleasure having you on the podcast, man.
Thanks for having me. It's just it's unfortunate that the other members of the usual members of the podcast, other usual members of the podcast couldn't make it.
Yeah.
But I'm happy to be on.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
we'll definitely have you again.
Yeah, sure thing. Just let me. Once again, I have a lot of. Well, actually, I'm about to have less spare time because I'm starting up a couple of projects for the stream. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna start streaming
yeah.
again, and I need to start setting out my resume. I still haven't done that. I need to start doing that. Like I need to get off my butt and start doing that.
Maybe
like,
you should give your resume while you're playing Pokemon Go.
to where though?
I don't know.
I don't know. Do you want? I mean, when I say, well, I don't mean like I mean like finding like an industry job, like working in like video games and whatnot. Like I can't do that while playing Pokemon Go, unfortunately. That's those are mutually exclusive, unlike other jobs, normal jobs, I guess.
Mhm.
I could apply
But-
for normal jobs though. I probably should.
I don't know. Try to go up to Blizzard and go like, "Hi guys, here's my resume."
I
Oh,
probably could actually. I actually think I am good enough to work on World of Warcraft at least. I don't know about Overwatch. Not yet. Not yet. I have a strong enough. I have a strong enough skill set in painting and a barely good enough skill set in modeling. I could probably work for World of Warcraft, but
Nice.
not exactly where I want to go. But I'll do it. I'll do it though.
Yeah, you gotta give it a try. You never know.
Yeah.
So
if not,
But,
go search for Ed Boon.
And
that's
Moon. There was actually an opening, but I don't have the portfolio for it, unfortunately.
Oh.
Yeah, I need more photorealistic stuff.
Mhm.
I'm very, very stylized, so
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
But-
That's semantics. I'll work
But
on
yeah,
that.
that'll be another time, and we'll definitely we'll try to work out something to have you on again. Hopefully in the
Yeah,
next
man.
podcast.
Thanks for having
Yeah.
me. It was a blast.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much for tuning in for this podcast once again. If you guys have any comments, thoughts, or opinions about what we talked about, especially EVO, maybe like how to improve EVO and stuff like that, leave them down below, and be sure to check
Also,
out. Yep.
Should I mention where people can find me? Because
Oh yeah, no, I was about to do. I was just about to do that. So
Or you want to do it for me?
He broke it.
yeah, but no, but go ahead, but go ahead,
All right.
you do it.
I guess I don't know. I was if you guys want to find me on Twitter, I am at Keeters _ because Keeters was already taken. Some fucking asshole took my name already. On Tumblr, on everything else, just about everything else on Twitch, Tumblr, DeviantArt, I am just Keeters, Keeterz, and I still need to make a Facebook page, but I will make a Facebook page for my art pretty soon.
Sweet. So
Yeah.
again, thank you guys so much. We will see you in the next podcast. Later, guys.
All right, have a good night.
Kids.